Okay, we're not gonna watch this one because I'm told that it's mid. Oh wait, post therapy. What do we think? Where do we think the therapy thing was? You want to hear the craziest part? Clap Snow. It doesn't even matter if it makes sense to you. What I'm telling you is, albeit I'm a 200 viewer Andy, they still said yes. And if you think that doing an event like that with even those two people as sharks won't bring in like 10K viewers, then you're very, very, very mistaken. What you fail to see is not the value that's latent, but rather you fail to see the value that, has the potential to be created when you put those factors together. I mean, like I said, they weren't opposed to it in DMs. So, you know, it just sounds like you're in denial, but that's okay, you know? Okay. And then we're just gonna throw, where's the TwitchCon one? It wasn't even on here. Okay. All right. All right, let's do the Ray 703. I mean, I don't think you understand. I'm agreeing with you that right now it doesn't make sense. I'm saying that we got to be two more shows in before I will go and, go to bat with that opportunity. I'm saying that right now, I don't think it makes sense. I'm saying that even to make sense, we're going to have to do a stellar bang up job on the next two things that we do. And then maybe it can be the third thing, you know? Well, I mean, he can come on if he wants, but like my point was that like it is a process, right? And maybe we start doing it and we realize that we want to do it a different way or that's not the viable way. But like the idea is there's a roadmap, there's a plan to execute, and then we'll just see how we do. Oh yes, I'm gonna sit mute for days next to an influencer. I don't understand what that means. Huh? Okay. Oh, Taman. All right, let's see. Ray crash out. Oh, wait, where's the sound? Why does it do this? Man, motherfucker. All right, what's happening now? Like, what is this? Is this like tech doesn't work? Fucking. What's going on? Why does it suddenly not play? We just were watching YouTube videos. Is that for real? Is this muted or what? Is there no sound? Hold on. Nope, there's no sound here. Why? I don't understand. Son of a bitch. No, I already skipped it forward. See? Do we have another option here or what? Sure. Why are they copy struck? I'm confused. Who could copy strike it? There's music or what? Oh, what is that?
A lot of and guys.
All right, that one's okay. What do you got to do with the other one? Like upload it again or what? Or throw it to Discord or something? I'm gonna grab a cigar. Okay. We are going to watch this fight in which I was right and she was wrong. And unless you're simp, you're going to agree with me. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. I have a drama program this Saturday. Bring your beef. Get your streamer to bring the beef. Winner gets $1,000. All you got to do is fucking air out your fucking grievances.
Suiting, unlike with girls, there's a lot of detailing, okay? Like for your thing, right? Did you even pick the buttons? Did you pick the lining? There is no lining, exactly. So I have to pick buttons, I have to pick lining. You know, there's 2 sets of buttons on the thing, right? Like, because there's the...
Okay. Where are we right here? Okay, so basically, just to give y'all the lay of the land, we got invited to meet the grandson of an Italian fashion brand named Keton, right? Like, that's the brand. And if you know anything about suiting, Keton occupies a very rarefied space in which you could say that they are the best fabric maker in the world. And as such, a Keton suit starts at 10 grand. And so we got invited to meet this founder guy. We have dinner with him. You know, they're very nice. They're very charming. They're Italian. And then we go back to the store and they show us like some of their stuff. And then Kate starts picking out stuff for me. And she picks out 3 suits. And when she picked, you know, when I picked the one, I just wanted one just to have it. Right? She picked out 3 because they thought they were cool colors. As she picks out the second one and then the third one, I'm like, hey, are you sure you want to do that? And she goes, these are good colors. And I was like, okay, whatever. She gets a dress, right? And then when they ring us up, it's 35 grand. Now, I'm not surprised, but she is. And so she gets mad at me and says, why did you let me do that? And I was like, dude, I was trying to tell you, but it's not like I'm going to blurt out to you. These are very expensive, by the way. That's like a weird thing, right? Like, you just have to be able to take social cues. You know, I knew it. She didn't. And I would argue that you have no business shopping if you don't know what the fucking price is. Right?
The ones on the sleeve, and then there's the ones on the thing, right? There's like for guys, it's like there's lapel style. There's, you know, like there's double-breasted, single-breasted. There's structured, unstructured. That's why it takes so long. And so when you go, oh, you took so long, it's like, bro, because you picked 3 things. That's why. right? Like because now I have to. You see, it expands. You pick a fabric. I got to pick buttons. I got to pick lining.
Well,
I
you
gotta
don't
pick,
have to commit to all of them though. I'm just saying what colors look good on
bro.
you.
But that's
I'm
not that type of
deciding.
place. That's not that type of place, man. Like you need to know.
You can decide right after we've set colors aside. You can go through like, now what do I want to do? Like,
Bro, that ain't how it works, though.
How is it? It's up to you to say that.
Okay,
What
there's
do you
a
mean?
social awkwardness in terms of literally, you know, I'm saying which ones do you think are good colors for me, right? You know, you picked 3 of them, and I'm glad you stopped at 3, right? Now, like, we're not picking between them, and there's never been an expectation to pick between them because we've never done a tailoring thing where we've picked between things. We've just picked multiple things. So let's stop pretending like that's actually how it's ever worked, right? Like, I don't know why you suddenly thought that. Like, the only sin I have is that I didn't think we were going to the store. I thought we were just having the lunch, right? They didn't really tell me that. It was kind of optional, I guess, to go after. But like, if I knew we were going to the store, I would have absolutely told you that, like, by the way, the shit here starts at $7,000, right?
Or not a suit.
You get what I'm saying? I guess that's for a full suit. So like a jacket is like slightly less, probably like 6. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with it, but like, if you're like even a little bit passive aggressive, like really, you're gonna need to shove that shit. Like, cause it ain't like you don't understand how these things work, and you cannot go through life expecting other people to kind of accede to your understanding of how things work. You need to understand how things work. Does that make sense?
Sure, I won't pick colors next time.
Yeah.
I thought I was giving you options.
Bro,
that
you
were
always
gonna-
play the game of, I won't do this thing. No. Next time, then ask me, you know, like, you know, am I picking my favorite or am I picking a few options? Like, just ask that. Like, you don't have to be so like, okay, I won't do this next time then. You know, like you don't allow me to fucking write shit off and behave that way. So why
I
should
assumed
you?
you were. You
No.
could decide
Okay,
yourself
if you
after.
assume that, that's on you, because you shouldn't have assumed that. Because the way the question was posed.
I mean, y'all saw 2 of them. It's a green jacket, and then the suit was an electric blue one that has Bagon in it. I'm happy with them, you know. Basically, it's the 3 suits or the 2 jackets and the 1 suit I have that have Bagon printed in silk on the inside.
And the way the question was continuously asked is not which one out of these options, okay? You are looking at the options.
They did a great job.
You're literally looking at the options. So you're picking all the ones that you want from the options. You don't pick the ones you want to pick again. That's weird.
This was in like November, and so I would have gotten them earlier, but I was like traveling a bunch, so it'd probably be like March or April. And I ended up picking them up in late April.
And no one's gonna understand that. Like, it's just how it is, man. Like, no one's gonna understand that. How the fuck is anyone gonna understand that? Especially when in the past when you've picked you've picked more than one, and there's no choose between these. Let's be honest here. So like, no, don't pretend like that's how that works. You can't just have the best of whatever you want, and then decide with your hindsight knowledge how to go. Okay? Do you understand that? Like, that's on you. If you are at a place and you don't know how the fucking commerce works there, then that's on you, right? Like, if you don't ask and you just assume, that's on you.
No, it's not that New Money's too scared to bring it up. It's that I know they're expensive, and so I was only going to pick one, right? Because I didn't want to like necessarily spend a bunch. I have a lot of clothing. She did know that, and so she picked 3. And I even tried to tell her after 2 of them, I was like, hey, are we sure we want to do that? She goes, this one looks good too. I was like, all right, that's fine, you know? And I was willing to pay the price, right? It's kind of like, okay, sure, why not? And then she balked at the price and asked me why we spent so much. And this is me telling her, well, you know, you picked them. I just went along with what you picked. The real question is, why would you pick them and not know the price?
Like, how could that be any other way?
Am I supposed to ask how much the suits are in front of you?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
It's a bit of a. That's exactly what I told her. Self-pride. I said it's kind of lacking in social grace for me to second guess you in front of other people. Like, that is something that like I would avoid doing, but I cannot give you the understanding that these are pricey then.
Or you could ask me. I mean, like, you're being weird about this. You could just ask me if you care, right? But you didn't, which is silly.
I mean, there are so many items on the wall that have that price. This is that thing I always get on her case about, is that you're lacking in situational awareness. When you see a $400,000 jacket, like, on the rack, I don't know, man. I feel like we're not in Kansas anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk into a room, you should be able to look around and get a feel for it. Right? Like, you know, it's like walking into Rolls Royce and specking out a car and then being like, what do you mean $500,000? It's like, well, you think they were asking you your birthday to send you a card or to put the stars on your fucking roof?
But sure, right? Like if you don't know the pricing, aren't you the one who's supposed to ask?
Well,
if you want to be discreet, if you want to be discreet about it, then maybe, you know, ask me. Obviously,
it's still embarrassing for me to ask you how much, like, you've been there. Like, I don't know.
But you're picking them, so you have to.
Well, I'm just saying,
it's less embarrassing. So if you care about, see, like, now you're playing the game embarrassing. If you care about that, then you just ask me, because that's far less embarrassing than any other alternative that you're proposing to me right now. Right? Like, let's be honest here. What am I supposed to do? Veto your choices in front of other people? It's fucking weird. I know, but like if I just understand, every other option, then say I had to. I'm saying every other option's more awkward than what I just told you is the better option. Do you not understand that?
Of course I could.
Can I what? What?
It wouldn't be as luxurious.
What the fuck is going on? Can I what? Can I what though? Like finish the thought. Like, what do I need to do? I didn't do anything, right? Like, I'm not even looking at my chat. You're the one who's paying attention to it. Like, what is the big deal? Hello? Huh?
Nothing.
Like, why are you so fucking obsessed? Who cares?
It's like you allow them to be assholes.
To me and to everyone, because I value free speech more so. Holy shit, you're gonna cry right now, so I have to cancel this thing or what? I do have to cancel this thing. Fuck, man. Really, dude?
I didn't even say anything rude. Right? What did I say? It was you guys. I didn't say shit.
No, I'm not gonna go. No. I'm not gonna go on my own. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
That would be the weirdest thing, right?
Fuck that.
So what we were doing was we were gonna move our car, you know, to the valet. And like, she's like, just go back after doing that on your own, which is like, dude, what? Like, they're gonna be like, where the fuck did your wife go?
Fucking holy shit, dude. Like, get your shit together. Can you do that for me? Why are you like this? This is on you. You picked things without establishing an expectation with me, and especially since this expectation is way different than previous expectations. And then you didn't ask the pricing, and you didn't know the pricing. And then I'm just telling you, hey, next time, right, if you don't know, ask me, and I'll try to proactively tell you. But, like, you know, I'm not upset if you're not upset. And you go, I am upset. It's like, well, fuck that shit then.
No, Bud Lightyear, I would disagree. She was the one who was upset and kind of bitching about the pricing as we're going to the car. Right? I was more than happy to just swallow the cost and then just agree that next time we should establish that first. Right? And even that is in light of the fact that, you know, she balked at the price. Okay? Yeah. Like, she was upset by her own decision, and I'm just telling her that, like, we can avoid this next time. Here's how we can do that. But it's her unhappiness about the thing that's even spurring the conversation.
What right do you have to be upset? Huh? What right do you have to be? Bro, ain't
You know
ever.
that I don't know how much things. I don't know.
Then you ask. Then you ask. If you don't know, you ask, because I know. Do you understand that?
See, the
What
annoying
so
thing
interesting
is,
in your phone?
she actually, this is why, like, when you guys like get on me, I tell you that even if I didn't help her make the money 1 iota on the streaming or OnlyFans side, which, like, anyone who's actually not a simp and been here for a while, they know, ignore all of my contributions on the front end. My contributions on the back end are enough alone to warrant me half. I am the person who is budgeting and making sure that we don't get over our skis. I'm the one who's making sure that things are prudently thought through. And like, her lack of cost discipline when it comes to things, we've been lucky in that we're making so much money that it realistically doesn't catch up with us, until you get to the yachts and the fucking airplanes part, right? But that is a bug, not a feature, because you can always find something to blow the money on. And we're just lucky that when she picked horses, we were more than capable of doing the horses. Even though she took the same tact when doing horses, she didn't really understand what the day-to-day, cost was going to be. Right? And that's already not good. You should have known that. Like, she did not know horses cost as much as they cost to keep, because she didn't care to ask, because she didn't kind of want to know. And so it just is what it is. But like, know that like, she is going to be rich forever because of what I have, kind of planned out and laid out. And that's before you even look at the fact that I helped her make half the money in the first place. Right.
Huh? You have to
No, it's my
realize,
second one.
okay, that like,
It's a Bolivar special edition.
relationships at the upper echelon of like high society, they have norms. Okay? Can you please look over at me?
Instead of at the
They
chat.
have norms. This ain't the fucking trailer park. Okay? You can do whatever the fuck you want at the trailer park. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I've never even been to a trailer park.
I didn't say you have. See, you're being... I didn't say you've been to one or know about it. That's why I'm telling you about it. Okay? I don't know why you're saying you're still glued to the chat. Fucking playing the optics still. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? I didn't say...
Listen, this is Keaton, not a trailer park. Keaton, not mobile.
Like, you always play this game of like, you think a rebuttal is just saying something with a similar word to what I said. Bro, I didn't say you've been to a trailer park. Why are you saying that? What are you addressing? I'm saying that this is not the trailer park. Can you not? No, don't do the thing where you jump out the car. You always do this. Can you stop? Can you stop?
You're being too toxic for me.
What did I say? What did I
You're
say?
acting like I belong in a trailer park?
No, I didn't.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my god,
wrong
dude.
with
Okay,
you?
stay in the car. Do not fucking
No,
do this.
I will leave in an Uber. It's fine.
No.
So, just to give y'all a little frame of reference, okay? One of those hysterical times she lost Knox, he ended up going to a trailer park. Like, he ran for days and then he ended up at a trailer park. And so when we got report that he was in that area and had been sighted, we drove there and it was like fucking 9 p.m. And she's just like yelling outside, Knox, Knox. And I remember telling her, listen, if that was a regular neighborhood, we would have been like, they would have called the police on us. I guess it's because it was a trailer park that like anything goes. And so it was me kind of referencing that. I was like, this ain't the place where anything goes, you know?
Just get back in the car. Motherfucker, dude. Are you serious?
It's all
dude?
Gucci in the
Get
trailer
back
park.
in the car. Fucking dick, dude. What a piece of shit. What a stupid fucking person. Stupid fucking bitch. You are making a scene. Can you please get in the car? We don't have to talk at all, but just get in the car. This is not safe. Get in the car. Kate, I'm gonna ask you one more time. I'm not playing anymore. Get in the car. We don't have to talk. What did I say that was an asshole? What did I say that was an asshole? Okay, here we go. You're just gonna cry in public now.
I'll be honest, okay, guys. I'm not old money. I would not be insulted if someone told me even the rude form of what I said, which is that, listen, buddy, you're not in the trailer park anymore. You got to act different in high society. If you told me that, I'd be like, all right, you know, or I'd want to know what you meant. It would not insult me because I know I came from no money. And so equating me to have come from a place that is known to have no money is not an insult to me. I don't know.
For no reason. Dude, if you're gonna do this, like, it's gonna fucking... Okay, I'm tired of empty ultimatums. Do you want a divorce? Is that what you want? Huh? Is that what you fucking want? Fucking shit, dude. Fuck this shit. You want me to be toxic? Fuck it, dude. I asked you, please, to come in the car. We don't have to talk. But let's drive home. There's no fucking reason that you should be unokay with that, because this is unsafe for both of us. So let's go. If you're gonna do this and jeopardize our safety, then I don't fucking care about the security, the whole fucking shit. Let's go. We don't have to talk. You don't think people get robbed here, you dumbass?
She also didn't think people in our neighborhood got accosted and then a person got shot in the park. The thing is, she doesn't have a good calibration of, you know, situational awareness. And so, like, her impressions, you know, she would do better if she didn't trust them so much, because they're not based on anything. They're just brain chemistry telling you it's fine. Ingram said, you realize there's an endless supply of women who will literally go to their knees and worship you for stability. Oh, boy.
Fucking never been robbed here, huh? They rob people in the Galleria parking lot. That's fucking... Yeah. It's fucking uptown.
So, within 2 blocks of here, I parked the Rolls Royce 3 days after I got it and went into a restaurant to pick up my order. I came out of the restaurant and there was a future lawyer, doctor type person with a crowbar bashing in my back windshield. And she goes, what? This is safe. No one gets robbed here. It's like, okay, buddy. Literally, we are, like, it is a nice part of town, but that's why they rob people there. This is one of those places where, like, it's known to have rich people. And so there's always, you know, a prevalence of people prowling.
Buddy. Fucking... I already pressed it. You just have to do it twice. It's twice. It's a twice thing. It's a double. Whatever. You have to go twice. Bro, do not ever fucking tell me that, like, there's no risk, because that is the... You don't know risk. Okay? And if you care about your safety after the event, you gotta admit to yourself that you don't know risk. You don't understand it. All right? Like, you don't understand it. Wow, dude, the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you keep looking at the fucking chat? What is wrong with you, dude? Seriously, what is wrong with you? I'm not even looking at him.
What am I supposed to look at? You don't look at my
Me,
phone?
me.
If I look at you, I cry.
Well, then maybe we should get a fucking divorce because
Can
you
you
keep
stop saying
I
that?
don't want to, but you're saying if I looking at my face.
Because you are heated right now, and I don't.
First of all, when you say I'm being
the
toxic,
energy.
11 minutes later.
right? And like either you actually believed I was upset, which is insane because like you really can't tell then because I'm not, right? Or you're just trying to cover your tracks because you were the one who became the aggressor there. Because you said, right? Well, I am upset. It's like, oh, really? Because that's the first anyone has let on that anyone's upset. I said, and I try to make it an olive branch because I try to presume the best case for both of us. I said, look, I'm not upset if you're not upset. That's me showing solidarity with you.
Granted,
You go.
we paid for the thing, and I could tell she was annoyed. And I said, it's fine. It's a learning experience. You know, I'm not upset if you're not upset. That's what I said. All right. And she goes, but I'm upset. Straight up. That's right before the stream started. She was like, but I am upset. And I was like, all right, well, then next time you should ask. And that's what kicks off this whole thing. Because I tried it, dude. I tried to be the bigger person. And I said, you know what? It's fine. I'm not mad if you're not mad. Boy, was I wrong.
I am upset. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Okay, well, I guess I'm upset too. It's like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you either don't listen to my words or you just think you know exactly what I'm thinking and that you don't even need to listen to my words. You're going to just interpret what I'm saying by what you believe. Let's be real honest here, okay? In life, you got to start doing it this way. There's no other way. If you're potentially going to have a problem with the price, you ask. The person who doesn't know asks. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Because I cannot know you don't know.
Days of our stream.
Right? I can only presume.
This is the days of our stream.
And like, there's no reason that I should embarrass you or you should embarrass me by assuming the other person must not know something. So that means that you know what you know and you know what you don't know. So you have to ask if something that you don't know might impact you. That's how it works.
Through the eyes of the looking glass.
Right? Like if think about it for a second, okay? If you go and you spend money or you do a thing, or let's say I go into the horse area and I go buy a pair of like fucking spurs that cost $2,000, you'd be like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know what spurs are supposed to cost. You see, you'd be like, well, that's why you need to ask if you don't know. You can't blame it on you. Well, why did you tell me what spurs cost? It's like, bro, what? If you don't know something, you ask. If you think you know, well, that's on you.
Okay.
Like, isn't that super clear?
Sure.
So then why are you still, like, I need you to stop doing this thing where you storm off in the middle of a fucking thing in a part of town and then tell me that you think it's safe. Stop. You're upset, but that's not the way to voice it. You need to start actually taking your own security seriously if you expect anyone to take it seriously. I hate it that you fucking try to fucking vilify me by saying, oh my God, he says he's gonna do this. He says, we're not gonna do that. It's like, bro, you're running around fucking, a part of town where people get robbed. Okay, you go, oh, it's a nice part of town. Yeah. Bro, did you not hear my story? Or I guess you just never listened to anything I say? At lunch, when I was talking about how the Rolls Royce was literally fucking what? Crowbarred in this part of town. Yeah, forgot about that one, huh?
I had just told that story
Things
over
don't
lunch.
happen here, right? Literally this area. And so then you get out of the car like, it's like, what are you doing?
$13,000, not including
You are
labor.
not building emotional
Add another
resilience.
$4,000 for
If
labor.
you
And we
try
get to the
project
grand total
yourself in a
of
vehicle.
the back windshield cost $17,000. There are entire cars you could buy for the cost of that windshield. There are entire cars you can buy for the cost of that windshield. All right? Most people drive cars that are worth less than that windshield. Right? That's like 1 and most of a second Keton suit.
Every time you're upset. You can be upset and not do that. And you should learn to be upset and not do that. Do you understand that? Your way of being upset needs to change. Just like
what's up, Lamington?
To say that to me. Would you agree? Are you going to do that?
Try my best.
I can tell that, like, what's truly going on here.
How does it blow up from here?
Upset that it costs so much. You are upset that it costs so much. I'm fine with it, right? But you are upset. And so please do not paint it like I am the instigator here, because I'm not even upset. I'm just
we are going
you
car shopping
that,
tomorrow.
Like, this is a
I
very,
can't
very
sleep too late
situation, you know, with and about decorum, right? See, like this abrupt
Jeep
Grand
Wagoneer.
That ain't how you network here. Okay? Like what you needed to understand was the biting the bullet part has already happened. This is where we reap the upside, and now you've destroyed the upside. It's fine. Again.
Just go. Tell them I'll handle it.
No, dude, it didn't work that way.
Why not? I don't
Because
understand.
it's both of us, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? The whole point is both of us are supposed to go. It's
You can
networking
still
with
go
both of
and
us.
have fun. It's
I don't
fun
care to
still.
network. Oh my god, dude. I don't care to network here. Like, if you want to destroy upside, then we destroy upside,
I
right?
don't understand. If you why wouldn't you not care to network if it's upside? I don't get it.
Let me explain something to you, okay? We are a couple. Okay? And so if you waste money, then I waste money. If I waste money, then you waste money. There is no, I'm just wasting money only. It's not your money. No, it's both of our money, right? You see how that works? We're a unit. Do you understand? I don't want to explain this whole thing to you again, but it shows like you don't understand. Do you remember when I told you like, hey, think of this example. Can you please look at me?
We are a
I
unit.
said, think of this example, okay? If you
A big
and I are
chungus.
public, and I accidentally or on purpose make you look bad, what do you do? You know, what do you want to do? And you were like, well, I'll make you look bad back. I'm not looking stupid alone. It's like, but you see, and I told you that might be the knee-jerk reaction, but you got to be smarter than that, right? If I make you look bad in your perception, then just tell me later, you know, and we'll work to resolve that. But if you then retaliatorily make me look bad, all you're doing is you're making yourself and me look worse, right? Because they're gonna judge us based on us as a unit. That's how it works when you're a couple, and that's how most people think of it, right? Which is why when the Mimiko thing happened, I said, look, you can't pretend like Seth is gonna be rational about this. They're gonna be a unit. They're gonna move together. Like, that's what you don't understand, dude. Like when you get married to someone, y'all basically saying that, you know, two becomes one.
Just tell them I had to go home and do dog stuff.
Bro, stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Embarrassing.
Please stop. Please stop. The instruction is making them wait, and then I've already told them that we're not going. Okay? That's fine. But I'm telling you right now that, like, the cost was already paid.
Yeah, the
We just
Torbjorn.
got rid of upside, which is, it is what it is. Next time, don't do it that way. Like you are upset, but you really shouldn't be, right? Because you had every ability to put a stop to it. It's very uncertain, given that we haven't really set any understanding or ground rules between us, right? So, like, what are you saying? That, like, whenever you're buying anything, I should fucking run in there and tell you, by the way, it's very expensive? You want me to do that? I can fucking do that.
I can hide my view
But, like, I'm
count?
telling you that that's not fucking...
No, I will wear it loud and
The
proud.
person doesn't know to find out.
I want everyone to know I'm a no Andy.
In my
Andy.
opinion, it's up to the guy who's getting it. A person who's they're getting it for themselves. It's up to them to have discernment. Is this worth it? Do
Bro.
I need this? Is it worth it?
Bro, to be fair, when I originally asked you to pick, I was picking a blue, and I wanted you, to pick a better blue, and then you picked a blue and a green and a gray.
Yes, these are options that look
Well,
nice.
bro, let's play the game here, right? If I pick a blue and I'm going, is this, a good blue or is it a better one?
So, this is true. I said, I like this blue. Do you think it's good for my skin tone? And she goes, these two blues are better. I go, thank you. And then while I'm talking to the person about, okay, so this lining, this button, she comes up and says, here's a green also. And I was like, oh, okay. And then as I'm talking to them again, she comes back and said, and here's a gray. And I'm like, are you sure you want to like that gray? Are you sure you like that gray? Because all the grays are kind of the same to me. You see, because I knew that her liking that gray was another 10 grand.
And then you pick a blue and then a green and then a gray. Main assumption is going to be that you think all three colors are good and I should get them. Because why the fuck are you comparing...
What is a Rivian
I'm
Rex?
picking a blue to a whole nother color. Two other colors. That doesn't make any sense. Okay? And it's also now what I'm supposed to do. Because then they put them in the pile that is to be made. Okay? They put them in the pile that is to be made. And I say, no, don't make those. Oh, but your wife loved it. Now what do I say? Fucker. Like, well, what am I supposed to say there?
Just like, I think today was too that not really stole on the other one. That's fine. It's like,
again, that has never been how it's worked in the past. If you want it to start being that way, I'm okay with it. But please, let's not pretend
please, override me, spend less. That's fine.
Is that including your shit too?
No, because that's not my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't really like it yourself, don't think it's worth it that price, don't intend to spend that much that day, then don't try to save face for what your wife picked out.
I don't care. The amount is like not that really significant to me. It's more so I don't want you to raise your eyebrow and then feel like you got to match in spending for something else.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna match it at some point, right?
Yo, yeah. But like I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is like they're not in a retaliatory way. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking to you and communicating with you because I don't want you to go on unaware. I could just not say anything, right? But I want to have you be informed. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure, I just don't like it when you tell me that it's my fault that we spend so much money on something.
I only said that after you said you were very upset, which is, to me, insane because, like, at best, I feel like you could say it's both of our fault. That's fine, I guess. But, like, let's be honest, man. Like, if you really examine the facts, if you don't know, then you need to ask or find out on your own. Google it, right? Like, you got a phone. You know what I'm saying? You have a fucking phone. You can Google how much these things cost. Hello?
Yeah, so I want to drop off your package. I need the code.
You can just leave it there. Thank you.
What did you say?
You can just leave it by the gate.
Okay.
Thank you. My original thing was we're just going to have lunch and then lightly network, right? I could tell that they expected us to chill at the store and grab like a drink after that. It's fine. My original thing was to pivot to you picking something and looking at the girl stuff. Okay? If you recall...
I mean, I'll do a heart rate monitor.
What did I say?
But I don't wear
I said,
smartwatches.
The guys and the girls? And they go, yeah, girls can make this, but the girls only table's over there. That's me trying to let you see if there's anything you like, okay? The conversation got to, oh, I should pick something too. And I was thinking like, fine, I'll do one thing. So I picked the blue and I asked you, what do you think? Does this look good on me? And you picked another blue. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, I'm going to go with your choice because, again, you understand the color theory versus skin thing better than I do. And then you pick two other colors. What the fuck am I, like,
Interesting.
Dude, it would be kind of crazy if you're like, oh yeah, like that blue's fine. Try this blue, and then try this gray. Let's try this green. It's like what?
Does it look decent, or is it like gay looking?
Right?
Oh, let me take a look.
Sure, I was just looking at options of colors. I'm not trying to tell you get all of them.
But you have to understand that when they are sitting there telling you that it is made to measure, this is not the place where you go, let me pick 3 options and get one made to measure.
Is it the Fitbit Air?
Place where you pick 3 to get made to measure.
I think I watched someone use it as a watch strap.
3 to get made to measure. They put them in the pile for the things to get fucking made, and then they started filling out the forms, bro. Like what do you?
Oh, we don't know if we can do that. We got to figure that out first.
After I leave that table, though, they haven't filled out any.
They're actually not bad. They're like bracelets.
They have. They've been taking the codes as.
These are my wife's headphones.
I understand that.
The whole thing for
I understand.
These are my wife's headphones.
But you also should understand that in the past, that is not how this is operated. You have not picked out.
I've never been here.
I know. I'm saying in the past when we did the tailoring thing, and I told you, that I wanted you to pick the stuff that was good. You did. You didn't mean I'm picking 9 but choose 1. If that was the understanding, then I guess. But you've never made that the understanding, so why the hell are you...
I'm not the one that spent $35K, guys. Like, she spent...
Why are you on your... Why are you on my chat and so fucking...
Because you're streaming it. Don't stream it if you don't want to look at the chat.
Bro. I've already also told you.
She cares too much about y'all's opinion.
When you ban someone, you're supposed to.
I tell her all the time. You guys don't fucking matter at all. Maybe that's why I don't have a high viewership. I don't know why she's so obsessed with chat. Maybe that's the mark of a good streamer. Maybe I should be more obsessed.
It's like doxing, and you don't tell me, which is fucking a violation of what we said, right?
What are you talking about violation?
When you made me a mod in your channel and I made you a mod in my channel, it was understood that like it's doing that so that the other person can police if there's something like a dox. But if you're gonna ban someone or I'm gonna ban someone, if you're gonna ban someone from my chat, I'm gonna ban someone from your chat, it needs to be communicated. No?
Sure.
Of course it does. We said that.
Okay.
And so you have not communicated and you've been shooting bans off occasionally. I don't like that.
Listen, Oscar, you're not in the trailer park anymore, okay? You need to act right.
Back to what we agreed upon.
If that's what you want, sure.
Bro,
but
stop. Don't play the game. Don't play the game. Do not play the game if that's what I want. Bro, that's what we agreed to.
Sure. Just I expect you to honor it when I ask then and not like...
I didn't. When have I ever not honored it?
Right?
Nope.
Times?
Not.
Listen, Oscar, we didn't get you from the hyena farm, okay?
True. Not true.
Well, I don't know who has kept them banned.
I literally asked you, would you be okay if I did this instead? And you said, fine. That is not me not letting you. That is me, like, okay, bro, you what, you never counteroffer? Please, dude, what the fuck is this? You never counteroffer or something?
Here, you don't like someone in my chat, fine. Fuck him.
You sure defended fucking the 15-year-old.
Not after I realized how upset you were. I told him, like, no.
No, you were still defending him for fucking days until...
No, it's like, fine, he wants him gone, sure.
Bro,
yeah, I mean, like...
The 15-year-old in her Discord channel started talking about castrating me. And then there was a debate amongst the people in her Discord whether he meant circumcision or castration. And so I went and told her, listen, I don't give a fuck what you do, but this is weird. Imagine if I had someone in my chat, a 15-year-old girl, who was like, your wife should have a, whatever procedure. She should cut her vagina off. You would be like, what the fuck? Why would you allow an underage person to fucking talk even remotely, like, bordering on, things that regard sexuality? And so what I'm saying is that, like, this is not a good look for you. It's also not a good look for me because there's a 15-year-old talking about my fucking junk. So she knew that he was 15, but like it's like a guy. And so like, what does it matter if he plays Fortnite with the other people in the Discord is the idea, right? He hadn't been a problem before, but for whatever reason, he decided to be edgy. And like, yeah, if he's going to blur the line, because like, look, if you act like you're just some dude playing Fortnite, it's fine. Right? But like, if you start making it weird and everyone knows you're 15 and you're talking about topics that you probably shouldn't be talking about, well, then you bring it upon yourself. I have no idea. I don't know what I thought Discord's 13. After he advised you to cut off part of your husband's dick, yeah, I mean, like, well, no, but you were allowing it, dude. You said, oh, he didn't know. Bro, if someone said they're gonna cut off part of your vagina or your tit, what would you think?
We were mostly confused what he fucking meant. But yeah.
Or he was malicious and you're giving him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, fine. Next time, then Ray is just confused. It's not that he means anything. He's just confused. Stop it, dude. He's not confused. He's being malicious. Okay? It's very clear. And you're playing politics right now.
Point is, Ray has been causing annoyance for months.
And your person has been causing annoyance for just as long. And
no, he wasn't.
You know what? The difference is this. Ray hasn't said he's going to cut off part of your vagina, okay?
I already banned him from everything.
I understand that. And we talked about Ray.
This guy didn't say he was going to cut off your dick either.
No, you're right. He said you should.
No, he didn't.
Are you fucking kidding me?
His words were not, you should cut off.
You're right. His words are, you should circumcise him. And just like, what? Do you know what that means? Yeah, like cut off the tip of the dick. Like that's what he is saying then.
We're like, what the fuck do you mean? How would that change? Like, how?
Yeah, you see, you're playing a game of being indirect. You're like, oh, that wouldn't help,
like,
bro.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
But he has said that he wants you. He thinks you should get me circumcised.
He wasn't saying you should.
I didn't. I said
he was acting like circumcised men are not as prone to like temperamental outbursts. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, it's the same thing. Dog.
Not.
What do you mean? No one circumcises a dog.
That is the most retarded 15-year-old in the world. I have never heard someone say, if you circumcise someone, they're not going to have emotional outbursts. What? Like, what? Like, yeah, they talk about that with fixing dogs and stallions. But other than eunuchs, humans don't really do that. And so now you're realizing it's castration.
That's what we were trying to tell him. Like, what? Like, he just still didn't say that.
Okay, but the point is, but that is what he's saying. If you're gonna play dumb about that, I don't want to fucking be doing this anymore. Like, are you kidding me? He doesn't understand that the word circumcision isn't the same as castration, but he does want to do castration.
He didn't say he wanted to, but yes, we banned it regardless.
No, he did say he wanted to, and he's saying that you should.
He didn't say that either.
Really?
Really, but we banned him anyway.
Bro, why are you lying?
I'm not lying. I'm telling you.
How did he not say you should? He suggested, just like in dogs, you should do this.
No, he didn't say you should do this. This would be like he didn't say it.
Then how did he say it?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, you don't remember. You just know I'm wrong.
We were confused
nice.
what he was talking about. Because he was talking about the
Bro, I'm telling you, I remember. And if you don't remember, then maybe it's time for you to fucking trust that I fucking remember.
Right, whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
You call me bro all the time.
I'm not criticizing the words. I'm saying, dude, this is the truth. He said you should. Maybe you should have him circumcised, is what he said. If Ray said maybe you should cut off part of Kate's vagina, you would not fucking be okay with that. You would expect me to do something, and I would do something, because that's fucking insane.
When you start saying you should cut off someone else's body parts,
that's not where
that's
I draw
fucking
the
weird.
line. I thought you should have done something about Ray a long time ago, but you
You're right, but that's no. See, you're being crazy. Okay, you're saying I should draw the line even sooner than that. Sure, but then you should draw the line way sooner than that. You're letting things get to a way later stage than I am. Is my point. You're saying I should be even more proactive. That's fine.
Yes.
You can say that, and we can communicate about that. But I'm saying that if that's the case, then you better fucking judge yourself by the same metric, because you're letting a fucker get into voice chat and talk about recommending castrating me. Like, let's be honest here. That's fucking way crazier and worse for you to allow that.
I didn't allow it.
You platformed him. You let him continue.
What do you mean? I am streaming and he comes into the voice chat. That's
Yeah,
not me
so
platforming.
okay, it is. Because what you needed to do was instantly say, hey, you need to stop that right now.
We did. We told him.
No,
to
you
stop.
didn't. You acted confused and then you tried to defend that he was ignorant.
That's not what happened. Okay. You're us being confused is not the same as defending it.
Bro, the point is that you didn't ban him right after that. I had to fucking talk to you about it for a long time. Okay, so don't act like it's supposed to be crisp and easy, and do not ever fucking ban someone in my chat without fucking talking to me first. Do you understand?
That part I disagree with. If someone's being a piece of shit.
No,
you're
if
not
they're
doing it.
doxing, then do whatever as soon as you
I just
can.
mean being a piece of shit.
What do you mean you disagree with it? It's my fucking chat! What? What the fuck?
That's different. Like, it doesn't have to be doxing.
You need to talk to me first.
I don't really want to.
If you want to make this the fucking mountain or molehill to die on, we can like figuratively, we're being figurative here, and you want to fucking blow up the whole relationship based on this, we can do that. But I don't think that's worth it, is why I'm having a discussion with you. You see, when you act unilaterally, you're telling me that you value your taking action over us agreeing and deciding the path forward. If you want to move unilaterally, well, the most unilateral thing you can do is to fucking not be married to me.
You always go about that, Nick.
I don't want that, but I'm saying
That's all
my
you're
point
saying.
is we need to communicate.
Fine. If you like them and their toxicity more than you want your wife, and you respect them more than
No,
you,
I'm
that's
saying
fine. Fuck off then.
When did I say that?
Just now, basically.
When did I say that?
Literally.
I said, can we talk about it first?
Stop yelling at me.
Holy shit, dude, you yelled first.
Because you're just saying things all the time. You're always telling me you
Holy
believe
shit.
me. Just do it then.
No,
Bro, playing Yu-Gi-Oh or what? You've activated my trap card. Talking loudly. Enjoy the Shadow Realm.
This is my misery.
You're so annoying, dude. I didn't say I want to leave you. I said,
You just did.
no, I didn't.
All the time.
No, I didn't.
For years.
We're
You don't like me, leave.
You want to play it back? That's not what I said. I said, listen, can we just agree that before you do something, that we talk about it? If it's in my chat, I don't agree with that. I go, listen.
No, if they're being talked to, they shouldn't be allowed to be in chat.
This is not your chat. Bro, this is not your chat. It's not your chat. Your
You're
chat.
allowing it, so the fact
I do wonder, in hindsight, how much people we lost because of the random ass banning. Like, not the actual numbers, but like what it signals about who is allowed to say things and what they're allowed to say. You know? Like, I don't mind. The only thing I'm absolutely against is if I'm troubleshooting some piece of tech, you don't go in there and tell me it's working if it's not, or vice versa. Like, we lose enough from tech issues as it is, We don't need to exacerbate it. It's not that funny, I promise you.
You allow it and you never tell them to stop. You always just laugh. I
did not laugh. I wasn't even watching them.
Just like I'm telling you in general, not like right now, but like every time they fucking do
every time except right now.
Like, is this like a legit thing? I am driving a car. How the fuck am I supposed to monitor my chat for toxicity while I'm fucking operating a motor vehicle? Like, this whole fight, I probably glance at chat like one time. I cannot be the arbiter of all things.
Never! No, but, okay, stop it!
Poke fun at me too!
You're saying every time? It's not every time!
Literally gang up on me in the car and I'm just told to listen to it and take it. It's bullshit.
I did not!
I shouldn't have to do that!
I didn't even look at their thing. What do you mean ganging up?
I'm not talking about right now!
Even earlier I wasn't looking at it!
I'm talking about other times in the car. They'll just be going
Oh, so you're switching, okay, you're switching gears to another time. I'm talking about this time. Why are you talking about another time? Why are you talking about another time when I'm talking about this time?
You can't just fucking switch.
If you want to talk about another time, you should have brought it up earlier.
I do, and you tell me, oh, just do it, because if you act like you're annoyed, they're just going to keep doing it more. But no, you're supposed to shut it down, ask my husband.
That don't work.
Am I not allowed to fucking...
That is not scalable.
You're letting them, and you're condoning it.
It's so not scalable.
Tell me I have to deal with it. You're just bullying people. Like, you're bullying me on the internet with other people by allowing them to do TTS for free. And just say all this toxic shit. You don't say anything, Nick. You don't stop it. You don't charge for money. You just let people pile in and bully me for free because you think it's funny.
I don't think it's funny.
Well, then you put a stop to it.
Can you stop saying what my motive is? Let's start there. You can say how you feel. You cannot say how I am feeling. Because that's what you're saying when you say it's definitely my motive. The fuck are you talking about? Huh?
I didn't say your motive thing. You're allowing it. You think it's funny.
Bro, you said I'm doing it because. That's a motive. Okay, that's what a motive means. Do you understand that?
Means. That's what a motive means.
No, motive means that you're set on a mission to do something. You just allow it.
Bro, let's not playing word games. You said you allow it because you pile in and
you find it funny.
But I don't find it funny. So why
you laugh?
Bro, you laugh all the time in those situations.
I do not laugh at the TTS ever.
Oh my god, your own.
Okay. Clippers, can we make a highlight of all the times we're fighting? Can we make a highlight reel of all the times we're fighting and she's laughing maniacally? Just for fucking future reference. Are we fucking... What? What? You are shitting me, man. It's like a Black Mirror episode, right? Are we saying that in this universe none of that shit ever happened, or what? Fucking crazy, dude.
Your chat says either in TTS, but you do. The point is we're both defraying awkwardness with a laugh, but you cannot fucking see that apparently when it comes from me.
I don't allow free TTS. Bullshit. Like, at least when the people do
so the dollar's worth it, huh?
Yes, because then it's like at least they're paying to talk shit. Okay, at least you're benefiting. But when you allow it for free, it's like, what is the point of that?
Because
unlike better fucking content if you think that's what makes content.
I don't think it's what makes content. Why the fuck are you jumping all over the fucking place?
It's like, it's
no, I've already explained this to you, okay? I allow it for free for now because unlike you, I don't have the benefit of me helping build a community. I don't have another person who's fucking hell-bent on helping me grow. It's just me. You have a me helping you. It's different. You have a community. Can you not understand that someone who has a career in this field is going to operate different than someone who's trying to make it in this field? Maybe you're too far removed to even understand how any of it works, right? It's just like how someone who's a really
You have a me.
writer,
You still have to decide what is allowed and what's not allowed on TTS, and you kept let people go for way too long.
First of all, when you banned him, even though you didn't tell me, I kept him banned. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, A. But I just said, and it's so fucking reasonable, you need to inform me. What's wrong about that? What's wrong about that?
I think I explained why too.
Inform me who you're banning in my chat. I feel like that's fucking fair.
Well, I think I explained this later, but like what y'all don't understand on the back end is when she goes and bans one of you guys and doesn't tell me, then if that person is like a person who watches often, they're going to start complaining to the mods. And back then I had a lot of mods. And the mods would come to me and say, hey, so-and-so says he wants to review the ban. I go, I didn't ban him. And then, you know, they're like, well, I guess Kate did. And then it's just like, well, what the fuck do I do with this situation? I wasn't even aware it happened, right? And because I'm not aware of, you know, when it happened, I don't know what happened. And so I'm stuck here in a weird position of like either being the judge or the arbiter of this thing that I'm not aware of. And then I got to ask her. And then it's just like, God damn, dude, just tell me when it happens so that I am aware and I could just be like, yeah, disregard. Or like, oh yeah, like what, like this is, it just makes such a big administrative headache on the back end for me. You know?
Super fucking low bar, dude. Am I wrong?
No, not if you actually respect what I say.
I haven't reversed any of it, bro. But it's jarring to me. You see, you're being a fucking terrorist about this shit. I'll tell you why, okay? Because when you ban someone, you don't say anything. Okay?
What I meant to say, that was politically incorrect and I apologize. What I meant to say is you are being an ABZ about this right now.
Eventually, the chat gets to a place where like, rah, 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 why'd you ban this guy? Why'd you ban this guy? I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't ban this guy. Like, why'd you ban this guy? Why'd you ban this guy? I didn't ban this guy. What are you talking about? He's banned. What? And then it's just like fucking 20,000 people saying 20,000 different things. You see, that's the chaos you're causing when you don't fucking say what it is you're fucking doing in my chat. You make me have to spend 5 to 15 to sometimes 20 minutes figuring out what the fuck is going on. When you could just say words.
Say words.
In addition, it is literally what we said we were going to do. Look, I don't know what it is, okay? I agree. There was chunks in our relationship where your grievances had a lot of merit. All right? Like, I was trying to make the best decision for us, but I still agree that your, you know, issues with me have merit. But I'm telling you right now, this year, and especially post-robbery, you are being a very, very unreasonable person often. And I feel like I am dealing with all of this in stride comparatively. Okay? Like, I'm absolutely not the person who starts cussing first anymore. And I'm absolutely not the person who raises their voice first anymore. If I ever was, but I'm just saying absolutely not anymore. And yet these things and these arguments still happen and you're running out of the fucking car and fucking all this crazy shit. How is it that every behavior that you had a problem with, I have curtailed and you're still acting like that?
You're still being toxic today.
I am not being toxic today.
You raising your voice, having an attitude with me.
I didn't raise my voice before you raised your voice. And I've already told you, dude, if you're going to play the game...
way you're like lecturing me in the car with this cadence and that voice. I'm like, oh my God, it's your fault.
Cadence is not volume.
Like, what the
Cadence
fuck?
is not volume. Cadence is not volume. You cannot just say you're being loud. What? No, I'm not. Well, your cadence is bad. It's like, dude, that's not the same thing,
I'm
man.
telling you, just the whole package.
You said I yelled at you. That's cadence is not yelling, buddy.
I don't think you realize how loud you are.
Are we going to do this fucking bullshit game again? Bro, if you raise your voice and you start talking over me, my only choice is to be drowned out or to talk over you back.
That's
Or
true.
at least to raise the decibel of what I'm saying.
When I'm angry, dude, time just fucking has no meaning.
How is that not fucking understood as...
You know how there's that galaxy brain meme, right? I love how this computer just sucks dick. Like, it's so slow, dude. Let's see if I can replicate the fucking slowness. Right? This is me when I'm angry. Just fucking galaxy brained. Time has no meaning. Physics has no meaning. My anger exists outside of the space-time continuum.
fair play?
No, when you are on your rants, you just raise your voice.
Again, I don't believe that to be true unless you have raised your voice first. Regardless. You keep saying toxic, but I know you're bullshitting because you tell me what is so toxic. Like I've told you before, okay? Instead of labeling things, which does no one any good, unless you're trying to score internet points, explicitly address exactly what it is. Don't say toxic, say what the fucking toxic behavior.
Talking down to me as if I'm fucking stupid because I picked fabrics for you. Like you asked me what colors look good.
And
now it's my fault
you ascertain that by me saying that, you know, this is not in a trailer park, yeah?
Yeah, what does that do with anything?
Well, because where I started that, you know, you were rejecting the message. I said, look, this is not, you know, a regular situation. When you're dealing with people of this, you know, social stature, right? There's a certain decorum, is how I started that conversation. And you go, I don't understand. Right? And I explained it again. And you go, I don't get it. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Like, I'm putting it in the fucking diplomatic way. You don't fucking get it. Like, do I just say, fuck it, don't get it then? My point is that you can do a lot of crazier and socially maladjusted things, and it is seen as, whatever, people are people, in less graceful social situations. But this is not one of those, is what I'm saying. Does that make sense to you?
You can't just be like, I think I'll just do
No. You are not even trying to get my point. You're trying to make a point. Can you stop that shit and actually try to, like, listen to what I'm saying? Because you just made a counterpoint that made no sense. I am asking you, can you recognize that different social situations call for a different level of decorum? Can you understand that? Is that a point that is understandable?
No, I still don't understand because it's not like you're being.
See, here you go again. You're trying to extrapolate what I must mean. I'm stating a very general concept. I'm stating a very general concept, and you're trying to fucking distill it into what I must mean by that. Stop that. Let's just talk about the merit of the overarching idea first. How about that? It's a discussion on values.
I'm just telling you what fabrics you could
Okay,
pick
stop.
from.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay,
oh my God.
Now you've said that. Well, that's what I'm talking about. So if you're done with your point, can I fucking talk about what I want to talk about now? Sure. Yeah, you said the bit about fabric already. I hear you. Now let's stop talking about that because I'm not talking about that. Are you done?
Yo, Buck-eyed Mike. Did I not notice when you moved me into a fucking trailer park? $100,000 a month budget on watches? What are you buying, like a third of a watch? I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were in the fucking trailer park. $100K a month on watches? So what, do you expect me to fucking put it on layaway or something?
With that, or you still want to go on about it?
I'm letting you go.
Well, you didn't say anything, so you know how the fuck am I supposed to know that? What I'm saying is that, listen, like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? If someone like Alexander or whatever goes and says, oh, I have a gift for you, right? You go, thanks. And he hands you this gift wrap box and he says, just pay the invoice whenever, you know, it's cool. You could be upset and express that you're upset. But that would not be becoming of the decorum of that situation. Okay? You'd be like, why the fuck are you making me pay for a gift? You could say that. And it's fair to say that, but it ain't gonna serve you if your point is to, you know, network or get in good with these people. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so instead, you err on the side of being far more subtle, and you don't really address that. And then you go home and you see what the hell it is, and maybe it's one of those things where they offer you something that costs 13 grand and it's worth 45. That's a real story, right? It's a triple.
Okay, but can you research?
That actually happened to me.
No.
That actually happened to me. Like, I contemplated being like, do I call out this bullshit? And I was like, hold on. Like, I mean, I can always call out this bullshit tomorrow. I should go home and see what the fuck it is that I'm supposed to send a wire for that was a gift. Right? And I went home and looked, and it's a $45,000 watch. This is back when the Panda Daytonas were 45 grand for the stainless steel. And they had given me an allocation for the new one without asking me, without me having asked for it. Right? It was my sales associate called me and he says, hey, Nick, when you have a chance to stop by, I have a gift for you. And I said, okay. And so the next time I stopped by, he handed me this wrapped up gift. And as I was going out the door, he said, just wire the money whenever. And I was like, what? In my mind, I was like, what? But I was just like, it's fine. We can tell people to fuck off tomorrow. And we're going to go home and see what the fuck this is. Right? And so I went home and I was just like, oh, you know, wrote him a thank you message and sent the wire. No, it's not fucked. It's how these spaces operate. It's just how these spaces work. I'm trying to explain to you guys that I get the outrage that you're expressing. You're like, what the fuck, right? But you have to understand, this is how these spaces work. Because you have to stop seeing it as he's inducing you to spend 13 grand. And you have to start seeing it like my sales associate who usually sells me stuff gave me $33,000. No, it's the fact that the gray market price in the real world is way higher than what the store is selling it to you. And that's how most of these stores operate. In many, many ways, it was a gift. Yes, it was. He's given me 33 grand. I can, and I literally did flip the thing within a month. That's what I'm saying. In these like old money, rich people, you know, high social standing type places, the rules are different. The rules are different, right? And that's okay. And it's also okay if you don't want to play those games. Because I could imagine like Paul in that moment being like, what the fuck, dude? You know, and making a big scene, right? You can do that, and it is your right. I'm just saying, though, that sometimes, you know, you play the game and you see where it goes, right? Because I could go home, open it, not want it, and then message him and say, hey, I'm returning your gift because don't have room for it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can react to it however you want to react to it. But there is a way to react to it that's going to result in you winning more in the future versus this being it. And whether you think it's right or wrong, or whether you think it should be presented a different way, that's all great, and you can have that opinion. But in that moment, what you do is going to determine, how things go in the future. Okay? The richer the people, the more removed from reality they are. Not necessarily in a Delulu way, because their reality is actually different. Okay? You could say made off on me, but like you have to understand that like I was lucky enough to establish myself as a customer before the watch thing went hyper crazy. So I already had something of a purchase history as the thing was going parabolic. Like I said, I've said this before to you guys, but net in watches, I have made money. Right? Across all the brands, across all the watches, across all of the relationships, we are ahead of where we were. All right? He gave me a call in the first place because I had bought a few different Pateks from them, and they didn't have a Patek that I was looking for, and so they felt like they had to return in kind and deliver something that would give me a reason to be loyal and continue my patronage, even if it was not the same brand as what I buy from them. I mean, basically, the stainless steel entry-level Daytona is the most liquid watch in the world. I could put it on Chrono 24 and have money within 24 hours. It is the most liquid watch that there is. All right? It's basically giving me money. It really is.
But my point, okay, it's an example. Can you just stop trying to jump the gun and let me finish it before you fucking jump down?
Nope, I didn't even ask for that watch. That watch wasn't on my list. I never asked for it because I don't really care for the entry level watch, even though I know it's a good value. I never asked for it. It was out of the blue, and it was given to me, I believe, in the understanding that this is your kickback. That's what I'm saying. I neither asked for it nor had I ever expressed interest in it. And then it was given to me and I had to pay for it, right?
So, but you see how you would have been...
I was probably like 18, 19 when I was into watches, but then I had my grandfather's watch, so I didn't think I would ever actually buy a watch because there wouldn't be one as special as his. Which is still true, but I realized that, spice is the variety of life, and you might as well, have a bunch of different ones for, when the feeling strikes, right? Yeah, I still have that one.
Yourself, had you,
Rolex Datejust from the 60s.
Reacted instinctively.
Here, I can show y'all. The date is wrong, obviously. But it's all gooch. Check it. From like 67 or something like that, 1967. I saw my dad wear it basically my entire time growing up. Basically never took it off. And then he gave it to me on my 18th birthday. And I will give it to Jimmy's son on his 18th. Which means I have limited time to wear it.
Because you didn't think the words
were nice
with what was happening.
Yeah, my grandfather was by no means a rich man. This was a tool watch at the time. Like, it was a quality, good watch, but it wasn't seen as what Rolex is sometimes seen as today, which is super luxurious, right? It is just a watch that, if your job requires you being punctual, is an investment that you make.
Can you see how that would have been not self-serving?
With the watch, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, back then you could treat yourself, right? Not today. It's like a whole year's salary today.
When you are in these social situations, all right, you got to understand that, like, you know, err on the side of, like, doing less versus doing more, okay? So if I ask you which color looks better and I have a blue picked out, then just pick one blue and stop.
Now, there's an Aesop's fable that kind of, you know, is in the similar vein, but a couple of years ago, I gave my dad a watch back, and it was the rose gold Rolex President, because he likes rose gold, with the brown kind of brown ombre dial and then diamond hour markers. So I ended up giving him back a watch that, you know, not as special, but worth more and kind of to his taste, which is the one that he wears sometimes now. It's like a 55, 57K watch. Beautiful, very classic. Just one of those nice pieces where everyone kind of knows it's nice, and it's not like crazy though, like a Patek or something. I think Rolex Datejusts are very pretty watches.
That is the most conservative thing you could do. Okay, if you're gonna pick three, I don't know at that point what you're trying to signal. Do you really think I should get all three? Is it awkward for me to fucking veto your choices that you're making right there?
Yeah.
And so, again, I err on the side of doing less. Okay? But regardless,
Ammo has a Royal Oak fully diamond factory.
A lot of money. Like, relative.
A Patek bracelet watch. She has a bunch of Ralph Lauren watches, which is kind of junk, but I get that she likes the Ralph Lauren design language. And then she essentially the RM72 is like a unisex, and it's diamond, so she wears that often, or at least at RM events. And then she has a Rolex President, mother of pearl / diamond as well, also factory. Basically, for her, watches are an accessory that she only puts on when she thinks she's mingling with, like, essentially either other very rich people or, you know, in a social setting where it is appropriate. She's not one of those people who wears anything jewelry-wise on the daily. Like, so when she puts on like an evening dress, she'll get a nice piece and put it on. It's like more of a statement piece for her than it is like a daily thing for me. I mean, I don't know if your goal, David Miami, or whatever the fuck your name is to like try to make me feel bad. But like, when you say, oh, it's all her money, it's like, I don't care if you think that. I think that when you say things, words have meaning, you know, like commonly associated meanings. And what you're saying is basically going to be less true and less understandable than how other people would use language. But you're more than welcome to your opinion. I truly don't care whether you think the money is from her, from my parents, or from Nazi gold, honestly. Right? I don't care if you think I was fucking chopping people up with the fucking laser sword to steal their blood diamonds. All right.
To like what you and I are trying to accomplish, it's not that crazy.
What are we trying to accomplish? I don't understand.
Basically living.
Right? Like, that's what I think too. It's like the insult is that I got really rich and have a super attractive wife and I didn't have to do shit. That's the best you can do. I mean, all right. I think that's better than having to work for it, but you know, to each his own.
Life and enjoying it, you know, and finding fulfillment in it. Is there something else I'm missing?
Do you find having all those colors fulfilling? I don't know
ain't
what you
about.
want,
Okay, can I explain something to you real fast? No, I don't find wearing colors fulfilling. That's not the point, right?
Where are we getting them?
No. Can you gonna just keep interrupting me, or do you want me to actually express what I'm thinking?
Go for it.
My point is that having clothing or a variety of clothing is more so like a fucking, what would you call it? A garnish. It ain't gonna make the difference between a meaningful, fulfilled, or happy life. It's a garnish. It adds a little more flavor, a little more kick to an already good life, right? But in this particular case, the idea of even bothering to network with these people, right, is just that, like, you don't know what doors they can open for you. Does that make sense?
Sure.
You don't know until you know.
Sure.
And so the idea is you explore, because why wouldn't you? And maybe, I don't know, he knows something about horses. He knows someone who does horses, etc., 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 right?
Sure.
There could be, like, upside there. I don't know before there is. But the point is this, okay? Let me give you the philosophy, okay? I think it makes sense to err on the side of caution, meaning, look, these circles, they cost money. They just do, right? If I never bought a Richard Mille watch, we wouldn't be going to Richard Mille events.
Sure.
Right? Now, does that mean I have to buy every watch they offer me? No. But there is a certain number of watches I do need.
Actually, I do. And I will.
To buy, right? And so obviously your goal is to find how low you can get that number while reaping the benefits. Cost benefit analysis. Do you agree? In this particular case, one suit would have been enough to reap the cost benefit analysis. You get a dress, I get a suit, done. You pick 3 though. Okay? And there's a reason why they have like fucking 6 salespeople for 2 people, right? One's taking down the fucking the code that shows what.
Did Jarvo be like, why is everyone here broke and degenerate? I can't find any Tiger 21 candidates in here.
Fabric it is. The other one is fucking doing measurements, and the third one is helping you pick out fabrics. That's why they do it. It moves it along faster.
Dude, SJC meeting Jarvo would be nuts.
You pick 3. It is awkward for me to veto, 2 of your choices, and they're trying to make a sale, so they will also, increase the social cost of that.
See, you guys say I'm so out of touch, but the truth is you're out of touch if you think that. Truly. Truly. And it's not your fault. But like, look, I am lucky in that I have gotten to experience life on both sides of the spectrum. I have been poor. I have been, still am a minority. And there were times, and due to the places I grew up in, where being one meant you were somewhat ostracized and you were the other, right? I've been basically on the lowest rung of the social ladder, and I've climbed my way up. And I'm talking about before I even got money, right? By the time when I was in elementary school, I was getting picked on all the time. I was getting chosen last for basketball all the time. Right? If that type of stuff matters to you, then you have to make a change that results in other people seeing you differently. It was definitely an uphill battle at times, being an Asian kid, at times when there was no other Asian kid in the whole school. Right? This is South Texas in the 90s. But by the time I was in high school, I was one of the more popular kids. And so I have been poor, and I have been unpopular, and I have been popular, and I have been rich. if you were actually someone who was worldly, you would realize that I'm probably one of the more, you know, what do we call it? Whatever the opposite of fucking being being stuck in the clouds is, right? Because you guys say that I'm out of touch. It's like I'm really not, because I've been on both sides. If you meet a rich person like Jarvin, for instance, right? Like, which some of y'all don't know who that is, but it's one of the guys I met at the RM event. You know, finance guy, you know, worth over $100 million, and he has a club where he invites other people who are worth over $100 million or thereabouts, and they talk about the challenges they face as rich people. I know, it's kind of insane. The world's smallest violin. The pitch is basically only the other rich people can understand the woe that is us. All right? I'm not even kidding. And so, like, you know, some of the people in chat who know, they were making the joke that, like, Jarvin wouldn't know what to do with any of the CX Andes if he met them. And that's so super true. Like, they're another species to him. Right? And so what I'm telling you guys is I'm very much in touch. You guys, and it's through no fault of your own, may not understand how actually out of touch rich people operate, but I guarantee you that, like, my relatability to you is about 1,000 times, you know, way higher than a Jarvin type person, right? Who lives an incredibly sheltered life. And, like, I believe he's from Singapore, and, like, you know, maybe he wasn't born as rich as he is now, but he was born to, like, a pretty well-to-do family. And it's just like his entire life has basically been academics, finance, and then selling his business and then becoming, you know, very rich. Like, it is absolutely an anathema to him that anyone else could choose, like, another path or whatever, right? And so, like, him meeting SJC, he'd have a heart attack, you know? And so what I'm saying is, like, you guys are saying I'm out of touch because I'm the only rich person who you have access to, whose ear you figuratively have while you're spamming in my chat, right? But I guarantee you, I am not the rich person who is gonna, you know, fucking grind your bones up and turn you into bread. Okay? Like, there is another level of rich people who are truly, truly, you know, existing only in a bubble. And you shouldn't be really trying to denigrate the rich person who used to be a poor person, because that's more of your ally, you know, in the class warfare that is to come, than your enemy. What's up, guys? You see, the problem is, though, you think any reference to being wealthy is a brag. I would say Jeff Bezos is absolutely not out of touch. The way he anticipated the common man's needs in every single product he rolled out at Amazon tells you that that man is very, very, very much understanding the plight of people, right? His son can even understand normal human life while he's dead. Yeah, because when you make it yourself and you come from a poor beginning, it doesn't kind of matter where you end up. It's hard to actually lose perspective. But if you grew up rich, it is just as easy on the flip side to not have any perspective. The world you come to know is the only world that exists in the vast majority of people's heads. You know? I saw that, Hassan. I would say that is very untrue. Elon Musk has been poor. even if it wasn't in the sense of like he was written out of his dad's will at any point, poor is not anything to do with what you're entitled to, via like some trust or inheritance, right? My perfect example, and I don't know how much of this conversation I saw because I streamed part of it, but the connection was shoddy. So I met Alexander Mill, so that's Richard Mill's son, at a Richard Mill event, and I talked to him for hours. And I loved his story because while you cannot say he was ever actually poor, right? I mean, he had the last name Mill, and he was always in line to inherit a piece of the company. He definitely was poor and went through that, kind of way of living for a while. His dad is, Richard Mill is French, and as French people are reputed to do, they have many mistresses. And so his dad was always like, especially because he was like already printing billions in the 2000s, he was basically always philandering and with other women. And so while his dad did give his mom money, his mom was too proud to ever actually spend it. So it sat in a bank account, and his mom, at one point, Richard's wife basically got her own job and supported her 3 kids like solo. It's a pride thing, right? And so he grew up dirt poor, right? Like he would have to like bum school supplies, to do his work. But the whole time, in name, he's rich, right? In name, he's rich. But he grew up with that struggle and trial, and I feel like that makes him so much more interesting as a person, and his perspectives are way, way more balanced than if he just was poor or if he just was rich. I hadn't heard of the tick. I mean, I think his takes are pretty funny and interesting, and they truly come from someone who grew up poor, despite the fact that, like, in no sense of the word, look, at some point, like, his dad will die and he will inherit, essentially billions. But that point was always latent. It doesn't mean that he, didn't live as a poor person, and didn't really know about all that for most of his life, right? I mean, it ended up being a great tribulation for him to overcome, and now he's way more accomplished and balanced and has, perspective, right? I don't think I lack culture at all. I think I've spent my entire life being aware, very aware of culture. And in the times when I was striving and trying to build my wealth, I chose to ignore it on purpose. But yeah, I don't think that's correct. I think I can choose to willfully not consider it, but like that is a choice. Well, Bill Gates gave away a lot of money, so,
And I just didn't want to fucking deal with it, But that's why afterwards I was like, look, it doesn't really bother me. It's not that much money. It's fine. But like, just so you know, in the future, that is the fucking reason why I communicated with you. I think that's fair. I think that is the lowest impact, lowest volatility way to communicate the point without...
Look, there's like 2 types of culture you have to understand, right? There's one type of person who they know about the, Impressionists, right? Or whatever art movement. They know about that because they have been to the Louvre. They have been to the Musée d'Orsay or whatever, right? They've been and they've seen those paintings, okay? Or maybe their parent is so rich that they had a gala and the paintings were brought to their gala, right? They learned those paintings, those artists, by seeing the real deal. That's not something that is reality for most people. And as such, my own learning of paintings was from participating in UIL events, right, for academics. And you have to know, they'll show you a painting, you have to say who the artist is. It is very Asian and very studious. But at the end of the day, while I would have preferred to have fucking, been looking at the Mona Lisa, that wasn't the reality that was given to me. I still learned it just the same. It's just I learned it in a way, way more lean way, right? And that's kind of the culture part I'm telling you guys. Like, just because you haven't gotten to experience high society, and learn culture through that, osmosis, so to speak, doesn't mean you cannot pick up that level of at least being sensitive to decorum and all that, right? I agree. It would be better to have gotten it organically, but that's not a choice that you get to make, And so if you're just saying culture is the differentiator in the sense of someone being born wealthy and, having culture just kind of lavished upon them unintentionally, then you're right. I do not have that, but that was never something that was open or available to me.
Causing even the slightest hint of awkwardness, at least from an outside party standpoint. Okay, you need to have better emotional control. What I said was all olive branches until you started getting
I mean, culture is not just art, but it certainly includes art.
Aggressive. It was all olive branches. I said, just so you know.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
And then I said, well, it's fine,
Shorts in a
I'm not upset
courtroom?
if you're not. What is wrong with that?
I guess I assumed that you would be able to discern whether, you actually really liked all three. Or
I
just,
do like them,
one.
but left to my own devices, I wouldn't have picked 3, right? That's all I'm saying.
I was just picking colors, but it sounded like you were upset.
Well, I wasn't.
I'm not that. I just mean it sounded like you were, saying that we only spent so much money today because my fault. And it's like, well, I'm just saying what colors look good on you. I didn't know you were going to commit to all of them.
Okay, that's so
Commit to
bullshit.
all of them, bro. That's what I'm saying.
That's so bullshit.
The problem is this, okay? You think you were being clear in picking.
Her issue wasn't that she wanted me to pick 3 of them. Her issue is what 3 of them cost. And so in prior instances, even the bespoke instances, they didn't cost 10 grand a pop. They cost like 5 or 6, right? And so she cannot say, well, when it's 10K, I mean for you to take my choices and pick just the favorite. Because that has never been what has been done in the history of us doing this.
3 options for me to choose from. But I'm telling you that if you believe that, you're going to have to re-examine your expectations and your beliefs, okay? Right? Oh, there's a guy doing the water thing? It's kind of interesting. There's a guy, I guess he's George's guy or something. Okay.
What?
Do you expect anyone to be here working on the water or what?
I'd have to look at the group text with George.
Sure, then if you've been group texting him, then I'm gonna assume it's his guy.
He talks about having someone to
Yeah, there's a guy
the
here.
filters. I don't know anything about the
Yeah,
water.
that's okay. That's the guy. That's all I'm asking. But like, see, you have to understand what you are being asked in those situations.
I don't even know what that means. You wish you were
Okay.
George Jetson, but you're
It is
Flintstone?
not a decorum.
I don't understand.
issue
You
if
realize
you're
that
one to-
George Jetson and Fred Flintstone, my take on that has always been they are essentially a guy in their time. for you to say it in a way that I'm assuming means that George Jetson is superior is like retarded. I think you've missed what the fucking shit that cartoon was meant to, teach, right? I think the idea is Fred Flintstone is a man of his time. George Jetson is a man of his time. And yes, the struggles and the things they face are different due to the surroundings, dinosaurs versus fucking flying cars. But the idea is both of them are a product of their time. When you say you think you're George Jetson, but you're actually Fred Flintstone, you don't understand that, like, to me, it's like the same person, just a guy who's making his way in his time. And so I agree with you. If my time is, in the bedrock, then yeah, I'm Fred Flintstone. And if I was, in the year 3000, well, then I'm George Jetson, because being Fred Flintstone wouldn't make any fucking sense. Like if you're saying I am, like molded by my environment, I agree with you. But I don't know what the fuck that means relative to George Jetson, Fred Flintstone.
Ask. Now, I get what you're saying. You're like, oh, well, should I be asking? Is it embarrassing? But the point is this, right? If you think it would be embarrassing and you don't ask, and it's more than you think it is, but we can afford it, you just more than you thought it was, then you just bite that bullet. That's what you're supposed to do. Right? If you care enough that you don't care about the embarrassment, then you ask.
No, I think I'm born exactly in the right time.
That's how that works. You have to make a determination one way or the other, right? If you're going to play the game of being looking like a big baller, right? Then
okay, who was the big brainiac in Flintstones? Who was the ultra genius? Oh, right, they were all fucking dumb. Yeah, again, you're just arguing another facet of what I'm saying. A product of their time, right? It's the anthropologic understanding that with lower IQ and less access to reliable proteins, people didn't, develop or grow as big of a brain. But that's literally all of the humans in the Flintstones. They're dumb as shit, relatively speaking, right? If a species and a population is dumb as shit, then you got to stop looking at it in absolute terms and comparing it to another species or people from a different time, right? The question should be, what is Fred Flintstone's IQ relative to the other people in Bedrock, right? I mean, some of you guys are very, very clearly in y'all's misunderstanding of how to even like look at stuff like this. You're showing me why I succeeded, and it's not because like I outcompeted a bunch of other smart people. It's because there's so many dumb people. Like, do you think it's actually like a laudable thing to be like, look at George Jetson. He is so smart compared to the Flintstones. Because I tell you right now, that is why you're lost in the sauce. It doesn't matter the delta between the Flintstones and the Jetsons. What matters is the delta between the Jetsons and other Jetsons and the Flintstones and other Flintstones. Again, right? They exist in their time. And so it's meaningless to say, what is it? 6,000 years from now, 8,000 years from now, there's going to be smarter dudes in flying cars. It's like, okay, and? Like, what? What do I do about that? Right? I'm talking about the two people who were commenting about Flintstones and Jetsons and shit.
You're going to pay the price of being a big baller. And if you don't care about looking like a big baller, then ask prices all day. You see how that works?
I might do Legos with Bagon.
You want to be, but you cannot get
or we could try Steven Jr. Tomorrow we're going to let Bagon have a play date with her mom again. So maybe today we'll hang out with Steven Jr., even though Steven's going to be a menace in the Lego room. Dude, Steven's gonna undo all my work. Bagon is just like curious and just like walks around looking at stuff. Steven Jr. is gonna be like fucking smacking shit. We need a Steven Jr.
Like
emote.
you sit there and you say, well, you know, how am I supposed to know what it costs? Well, you're right. That's when you ask. If you don't ask and you don't know how much it costs and you pick 3 things, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that?
I just thought you were supposed to have discernment. Like, you're asking me what I thought you're supposed
What
to do.
am I supposed to discern?
That, like,
How is this another? Holy shit! This another hour?
One, then just decide which one. I don't think it's that difficult.
What? How?
If I ask you which color is better and you pick 3 other colors.
Holy shit!
How
We just do it in the car?
Stick. It'd be your style, and I had shown you photos. Regardless, you have to fucking understand how all of this works. Okay, like, if you don't want to associate,
This guy's a mad lad.
fine. If
I'm gonna change it to something more comfortable.
Level, I mean, sure. If you want to find out you're wrong later, I won't even say anything. But I'm just trying to navigate us for what I think we are going to want in the foreseeable future.
I'm not saying that I don't think that that's nice. I'm just saying, like, you didn't have to pick all 3. Just tell me that
I didn't
one.
pick all 3.
I
You
know. I'm
picked all
saying
3.
just because I think 3 colors look nice on you, you don't have to get all of them. Or next time, tell me how many to decide looks good on you.
Bro, you have to understand, I did not... If I knew you were going to pick 3, I would have said, which one? Because I only want 1. I didn't realize we were in that kind of situation. I thought I was just asking you if a color was good or if there was a better one. Okay? You picked 3 colors, though, and you didn't pick them like 1, 2, 3. Right? You picked one, and I'm looking at it and talking to the guy, you know, and then you gave that other sales associate a 2nd and a 3rd swatch. Okay?
Yeah, in my mind, she's just keeping them in a pile over there so that you can go back to them when it's like, decide
That's
which one you
fine,
want.
but that's not how it works. It's fine that you thought that, but I'm telling you that's not how it works. Okay? You pick what you want to have made. If you're still considering it, you can take a picture or leave it there and come back to it later, right? Like, what you are doing is what people usually do when they are actually picking it. And so I don't know that you are going to do that, or I would have told you beforehand. But once you've done it, it's like, well, what do I do? And I don't know that you don't know. I just suspect that you don't. You see what I mean? You're asking me to make a determination that I don't actually know.
If you suspected that I didn't know, why didn't you say anything?
Because I merely suspected it, and I don't know how to read your cues because you're not giving any cues, you know, in social situations.
Then can't you ask me then? If you.
That's why I tried to make that an olive branch as well.
No, I mean before we buy
I know.
stuff.
Oh, I know. I tried to make that an olive branch earlier when I said, you know, next time, you know, maybe part of it's my fault. I'll ask you, you know, or tell you. I didn't say I'd ask you. I said I'll tell you what it is, just so you know. Like, that was me trying to look for solutions to this thing for the future. That's why I'm saying, like, there's no way you could believe that I'm blaming you when I'm sitting there willing to bear some of the burden just to make this less awkward and so that I can give you the information. I didn't say this is all your fault. I started by saying, you know, well, you know, I probably should have told you, you know, granted, I did not know, you know, when we were going to lunch that we'd go to the store, but, like, you know, at some point I should have told you what the pricing at this place was. And to be fair, really, though, if I'm being honest with you, I have told you in the past what the pricing was. Right? But, like, I get that you didn't remember that. Like, it's fine. You see, like, I gotta dance around these things because I don't know when you are and aren't listening to me. Right? And that's where, once again, it's communication that is the big crux of it all, right? And so why, when I say, look, before you ban someone in my chat, can you tell me? Right? Like that's courteous, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah, like, you shouldn't be like, well, I don't want to do that. It's like,
Can I at least time them out without saying anything?
Sure, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. If you're gonna permaban someone, though, I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like time someone out, sure. And if they're doxing, yeah, ban them or time them out or whatever the fuck you want to do, right? But, like, if it's not a doxing and you're annoyed, time them out or tell me first, right? Like, it's not that crazy. Like, it's very fair. I would never even think about going to your chat, banning someone without saying anything.
Sure.
It ain't that serious. This is probably fine. if you really want to do the Italy thing, we can probably still go. I'm just saying that, like, in the future, have a little more resilience, okay? If you can't at the same time say you didn't want to embarrass by asking the price and then expect me to be the one to have to navigate the awkward situation that you unknowingly created. I know you didn't know. I know you didn't know you were doing that. I'm just telling you so you know. It's not me blaming you. I truly, truly, truly could care less. I just figured that you would be upset by it, and so I wanted you not to be upset with me, because it ain't really me that made that bet.
All right.
But my thing is this. If this type of thing bothers you so much, let me just say very clearly, maybe we shouldn't be shopping at places if that matters to you. And I will say one more thing, and I don't want you to take this in any kind of way. If you care about saving money, stop buying me anything. Just don't. Not clothing, not the fabric. Don't fucking buy me stuff from vintage that you think would look good on a cruise. Just don't. No, I'm asking you to stop. I'm asking you to stop.
You were blaming me.
I was not.
Okay, that's fine. I'm saying that's what it came off as to me.
Bro,
Stop.
Because the truth is, you were trying to blame me. I was not trying to blame you. That's what the truth is. I hope you choose to engage in the truth instead of trying to espouse, this obfuscation, right? You were trying to blame me. I was not trying to blame you. That's the big difference here. And you're trying to make it sound like it's the opposite. I got a problem with that. You started off your word choice. You should have showed more discernment. What? Discernment of what? They asked you which ones to pick to make clothing.
The way that you worded it, it came off to me like you didn't really want them or like them, but because I picked it, you just spent the money anyway.
So you got to understand something, okay? If I don't like it, I will tell you or them. That's fine. Right? Like, you don't have to worry about that. I ain't gonna do something I dislike. Okay? But in this particular case, I thought you picked very strong choices. I just wasn't originally intending to get 3 things. It's fine, but I'm just giving you that understanding, right? For me, just like with the watches, it's minimum thing that I need to do to keep the relationship strong, to reap further benefit down the road. So I'm not gonna buy all 3 watches that are in pitches to me. I'm buying the one, and then I keep the relationship going, and then we get invited to more events, and I get more hyper rare pieces that are worth way more than it's a cadence game, right?
It doesn't really work with this, right? They're not like rare vintage pieces.
Correct, but they have access potentially to people and opportunities and experiences that might be somewhat gated, right? Like, just extrapolating, he says Bezos is a customer, he says Zuckerberg. The famous video of Zuckerberg surfing in Hawaii in a tuxedo, that's their tuxedo. So, when you get to that point, it's just and in this case, I feel like you don't pay much attention. They were like, oh yeah, we got to introduce you guys to the judge. And then I went up and...
Who cares about a judge, in my opinion? I don't know any judges that are, cool. I don't know, what, does a judge have, an equestrian center or something?
What do you mean, who cares about a judge? A federal judge? What?
Yes, but,
What do you mean?
Dude, let me give you this, okay? In theory...
That's like saying, who cares about the feudal lord in the fucking castle? What? Do you know how powerful a judge is in the United States? Holy shit, dude. That's probably the most, possible to be impactful person. What?
Judge could sign a thing that allows you to stream.
Yeah, I met the judge. Super nice guy. Also, how the fuck is he affording $10,000 suits? But I digress.
In theory...
Are you trying to stream a divorce or what?
No, I'm saying Amber Heard and fucking Johnny Depp, a judge signed that. Okay? In the confines of local law, they are not. Right? They can make a parking ticket disappear. Someone's doing a search warrant, they don't sign off on it. Right? You want to be able to hide your house even though a violent crime hasn't happened to you, right? If it was before the break-in thing, he could just sign it. There is a lot of fucking usefulness in knowing a judge. Basically, more than knowing a very connected special forces officer or police officer. It is hugely beneficial. Hence why I went up and met him and introduced myself.
Okay, if you say so.
But my point is that is what it is. You could be like, well, who the fuck cares about Jeff Bezos? He's retired. It's yeah, but he's a fucking billionaire and he's still the biggest equity holder in Amazon.
He's got a longer lifespan in theory, for sure.
Yeah, but you just gotta stop looking at it as microtransactions and start understanding that these are investments in the bigger picture. Okay, what do you want to eat? Should I order something?
And wait, what happened? What's
Order some
Why did it stop?
things with something light.
Sure. Do that then. I'll figure something out. Okay. All right, we good?
I don't give a fuck about a judge, is what she said. And it's like, is it such a bad small financial loss to have like super fucking crazy,
Yeah, we went home.
reputed to be the best fucking fabrics in the world? I mean, that is just part of being rich, is like getting those experiences anyways, right? That's what I'm saying to you guys, right? A lot of people sit here and they say, you are going to be poor. It's like, that's kind of impossible. Like, you have to understand, right? And I'm not saying it's fair. Like, you want me to get my comeuppance or to get my karmic justice that you think I deserve, but that's never going to happen, right? Your best chance is the hope that I get cancer early. Because the rest of it ain't going to happen. Okay? You have to understand, like, at a certain point, your toys start to act like assets. I'm not even joking. I bought a $300,000 Ferrari, and then 18 months later, I sold it for 900 grand. How the fuck do you lose money buying stuff when that's what you're getting? You can't lose. It's unfair. It's unfair that my toy beat the S&P. Beat it like a drum. In fact, when I went to my friend's thing the other day, he goes, Nick, did you know that your Scuderia is now worth 1.3 million? And I was like, I sold it at 900, but yeah, thanks. But like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you cannot like, how am I going to go broke spending money if whatever I buy goes up more than the fucking market? Like, you can't go broke. And that's unfair. I get it. Because if it was you buying a BMW, well, that BMW's worth half in 18 months, right? But be that as it may, that is the reality. Is that at a certain level, and I think we're well above that, you can't lose buying stuff. Like, if you were a normie and you bought like a fucking Omega watch, it's a nice watch, right? 7 grand, 8 grand. Okay, in a couple of years, your Omega is worth like 6 or 5. And so if you bought like 1,000 Omegas, like you're down a lot of money, right? Even then, I would argue it's kind of hard to go broke because there's still value there. It's not like it's zero, just worth a little less than you paid for it, right? But then you go up another strata and it's like Rolex. Okay, some of that's actually holding your purchase price or better. And then you move up to AP and RM, right? And then you move up to fucking FP Journe and everything's a double and a triple. You see what's happening is because those things are rarefied. What's the mechanism that's happening is that if you are today getting into watches, then one of the top watches you're probably pining after is an FP Journe, but it is not something you can buy because it's too expensive. But because there are people who own that thing, because there's people who are at different rungs and phases of their life, right? They own those things. And, in 5-10 years, when you go actually buy the thing and you have the money, now that price has gone up because there are only so few people with it. It's not fair, but like the point is that's just how it works. Like the thing that everyone can buy, of course it depreciates because everyone would rather have the newer one than the older one. But the thing where there's not enough of it for almost anyone to get it, you don't care if it's old or new. The price is what the next person's willing to pay. That's just how it is, Like when you're poor, you can go broke doing anything. And when you're rich, it's very hard outside of things that are purely consumption based, right? So gambling and drugs, maybe. I would argue at my level, it's easier to die than to lose all my money to drugs, But gambling, sure. Because you can, and the only reason gambling that's true is because you can scale up your gamble to an insane level, right? Like you can bet $1 million a hand or something crazier even, right? But most things, when it comes to money, right? The money is the scaled thing. Everything else is not scaled because the world isn't designed to extract money from a rich person at the same scale that it's able to extract from a poor person, right? Because you would be spinning plates if you tried to design rich people traps to the extent that poor people traps are designed. You get what I'm saying? You're trying to design a trap to siphon like 150 million from someone. I mean, how many people are you going to get with that one? You're going to be like Jarvin over there looking for 100 millionaire club members, right? And that's the rub, right? Like, it is unfair. I get that. That's just the dynamic that things are. And wishing it's different is just wasting time and energy. I mean, how good of a poor person trap is it if, at least in the case of the watches, it appreciates? And in the case of the clothing, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I could buy so many Keton suits, and don't try me because I might. I can buy so many Keton suits that like there will not be any room to move around in this room. And it will mean nothing. Like, are we kidding here? Like, I don't have enough space to fill with Keton suits. Stood up those people for dinner. Oh, I guess you have the leftovers. Put in the fridge. Okay?
Now that your cat thinks I got 3 outfits that I'll never wear.
I don't think they believe that.
That's true. I won't wear his suit. Correct.
My mods are going rogue in what sense? Bro is scheming like he's in Bourne Ultimatum. Fuck, I guess I need to watch that movie. Hello. That is a classy Rolls Royce. You're lucky, Tash Bash, that I do not spend my wealth having people paint pictures of me. Just bogarting all of the artistic talent and having them paint self-portraits. I need you to make the dick bigger. I don't care if it's to scale. Hey, George, how's it going? All right. Okay, I'm gonna put this in your fridge, okay?
Do you have the lights off above the swimming pool, or?
I don't even know where the switches are for that.
Yeah, I mean, there is the remote is in the guest room.
Yeah.
Let me try to turn them on.
Okay, yeah. Naked sculptures of me. Okay? You're gonna see my dick so many times in various
Mr. Beast Snoop?
mediums. Clay,
I would like
marble,
to be a boy in the yard also.
granite.
Look.
Every
a little more
substrate.
careful in your own shit because you might just killed all your fucking bars.
Do you remember when we were in Pompeii and like so many of those Greek fountains were just a statue of a dude, and where his dick was, that's where the fountain released water? Yeah, I can do that too. Hopefully not all melted, but okay. Well, you know what? I'm high maintenance. Just sue me.
Very high maintenance.
I'm a trophy husband. If you don't fucking spend $35,000 on my suit, what the fuck is even the point? Okay? I make no excuses for who I am. I buy $1 million watches, and I spend $35,000 on suits. Okay? I'm worth it.
Yeah, and you
I know my worth.
And you sleep with your pigeon.
I do sleep with my pigeon, and I know my worth.
Right.
Just not.
Oh, this is the classic. All right, we're gonna rank it. We're gonna go play Legos. The Keton fight. What are we thinking, boys? What are we thinking? It feels B to me. Yeah? S? I think top B is not a bad place. That's her favorite one? Interesting. if I had to pick a favorite, I think I'd pick Open the Door or Dr. Disrespect. Those are the only choices. Peru is fine, but you guys loved Peru, and I thought Peru was like, eh. I feel like y'all think that because of how dramatic, You're Hurting My Arm was. Like, I feel like that one moment sold it for everyone. Oh, well, Peru wasn't long enough for you, but for me, it was pretty fucking long. This is one of my favorite. Oh, wait, we had to rank the Ray one too. I forgot. Wait. Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I don't know why I kept thinking the Ray was the Keaton ones, because we mentioned Ray so much. How long is Dog Gates? Is this Dog Gates?
You are just clip farming now!
I'm not!
Whoa! I'm not touching you! You're holding my arm!
That is Peru.
Just not.
Oh, shit. Oh, the sound one. Wait. Oh, is it up? Where?
Okay.
What's your second part?
Alright, let's go fast.
No, I said it's a two-parter.
Okay.
But, you need to, really examine
What's up,
if
Knox?
it makes sense to be in a long-term committed relationship with someone who has already said that they want to make streaming a vocation, whose stream persona you don't like. Okay? You're gonna have to find some way of navigating that or making peace with that. Right? And then the second part of that is, because I'm telling you right now, just like how you used to say, but I think you've backed away from it, that your stream doesn't affect the way you react to things, right? I'm telling you, your stream affects your perception way more if you don't believe your perception is affected. Because it's fucking sneaking up on you. And it's really clouding your judgment because you have no understanding of maybe taking it slow and zooming out occasionally and not letting the echo chamber kind of drive what you think, right? But it's you have to realize that most of the time we're marching to the beat of your drum in more ways than one. Okay?
All right.
Literally,
Oh, the title was me asking y'all to give me ideas for OF girls in Austin because we have an OFTV shoot contract and I could put some girls in the episode and it would really help them, but also it would be helping us because then we could get the things done. It helps the person because they'll be front page of OF when the thing goes live. And so it's easily $5-10 grand of upside in a day, right?
Chosen that our dynamic is to be this challenging, slightly, acerbic, sarcastic thing. That's your choice, right? You didn't have to be. You could have made every moment that I'm on stream lovey-dovey, but you chose not to do it that way, right?
I still tell her this from time to time. I'm like, okay, y'all would never believe this, okay? But we are very sweet to each other off stream. And it's always her that sets the tone. There's so many times where I'm like, if that was on stream, it would entirely change, the perspective that a lot of people have. It's wild. It's actually wild. She just doesn't do that. And I know for a fact it's due to the stream. So in many ways, y'all get our worst foot, which is probably more entertaining, to be fair.
And that is not my fault. I can only work with what I'm given, and what I'm given is someone who is presenting a Nick and Milena, type situation in terms of their old cooking streams, right? And it works for them. And so when you go into that vibe like Milena, and I go into it like my own spin-off of Nick Pollum, it's weird when you act so defensively and are actually incensed by that, right? It's dude, the whole point is this is a vibe that's already established to have worked. You are setting the vibe. We're marching to your beat. but you're complaining that it's the Baton Death March because, you know, like you don't like the result. Like you
Baton
realize, right?
Death March count.
Like, you literally are an entirely different person, and you initiate being a different person. Right?
What the fuck am I wearing? Holy shit, dude.
Like, I just need to come to, you know, realization that, like, you are way more different on stream than I am. All right? And that it is your beat that the tempo is set. I didn't start a streamer, and so when I come onto the scene, all I can do is rally, right? You're already on the court. You're already hitting the used to handle that for you, and now you created that spin of how I coerce you, and now you have to handle everything on your own, and somehow it's still me being annoying when I come up and tell you that, hey, this thing is awaiting a reply still. It's like, dude, like,
okay,
you're literally the meme of sticking a fucking stick in your own bicycle wheel spokes and then falling and saying, Nick did this. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, you gotta look, like, you know, don't just look at what's immediately, you know, don't look at your nose in front of your face, right? Like look a little bit past that, right?
Okay.
Look into the distance, you know, and don't miss the forest for the trees.
All right, I'll try to keep that in mind.
I haven't changed one iota. I still mostly agree with most of the things I've said in fights. All right? I have not evolved at all. And I blame streaming.
You realize that you are purposely aloof every time you're streaming, right? Like you're purposely
no, I didn't
aloof.
realize that. I'll try to monitor it. Call me out. That's fine.
And you make comments that make people think you don't want to be here, and then you complain that they complain because you have to understand, okay, your chat is an absolute reflection, as everyone's chat is, right? Where there's a lot of people in that chat who think that they can curry favor with you. Now, I'm not saying they do, but they think they can by parroting and mirroring your own sentiments.
I normally shut people down who are shit talking.
Yes, but I realize this, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you're also setting them up to be shut down. And if that's the whole game, fine, right? But like, you say things that make them think that what they're saying isn't out of line. And then you call them out for being out of line. It's a little confusing.
I haven't said anything lately. It's just been people observing our interactions only.
No, it's also the demeanor, right? When I call you and say, hey, this IRL food stream, and you're like, yeah, well, like very, very low energy, very, very unenthused. They're reading between the lines, right?
Because
like,
I know that it's going to be you yapping and me cooking. It seems like that's big
again, you're justifying. What I'm telling you is you are feeding.
No, I'm telling you why my energy is low. I'm not justifying anything. I'm telling you why that's become my reaction now, because I know what this is.
And I'm the loud one. My voice is very, very sedate right now. It's very, very flat. Yours is getting higher. I'm just going to note that.
Okay, I'll try to monitor that.
But like, I'm not arguing with why you do what you do. I'm just saying, keep going with that and look at what the causal result is.
Okay.
At some level, right, you know, you can keep saying you do A because someone, you know, or you do B because someone does A, but all I'm saying is B leads to C, and so if you don't like C, you got to avoid B, right? And you do the thing where you shift the locus of agency to the person who's not you.
Locus of agency.
Right? And you say, well, because you do A, I have to do B, and then C results. It's like, dude, or you could cut it off.
It's one of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium items, isn't it? The locus of agency.
The B, right? Or we could talk about it and we could find a way how not to do A, right?
Sure, that's a good point.
But like, right now, right, I'm telling you that like what you are doing there when you act unenthused, whether you have a good reason or not, is feeding into why they think you actually want them to be hypercritical for you.
Okay.
Right?
I'll try to keep that in mind.
And so you gotta weigh, is my demeanor so annoying to you that you are willing to endure having a bunch of people bandwagon on and pile on as haters?
The classic mistake of using logic with women.
To nip that in the bud.
Just like the other one. Never start a land war in Asia.
Cultivate a chat. That is what you want. And that isn't as lecherous and whatever as you always claim them to be. Okay. Right? You could cultivate that, but it would require you doing something different than what you've done always in the past. Right? Because ultimately, right, you have especially
standard error.
You have such a powerful driver of incentive. A lot of your viewership, a majority of the active chatters, like the overwhelming majority, they want you to like them, even if it's merely as a friend or an acquaintance, right? But sometimes it's even more. And so they see, you know, saying things that you align with and agree with as the best way to get close to you, right? And so when they keep saying it, it's because you keep indicating to them that it's secretly what you want. And I'm telling you that regardless of why you think you're doing what you're doing, that's leading them to believe that, that is the direct causal factor. I'm
not trying to do anything.
I didn't say you were. I'm saying you're like you're sitting there saying, when I touch the hot stove, I'm not intending to burn myself. It's like, yes, but the solution is still to not touch the stove. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying whether you have a good reason or a bad reason. I'm saying this is a causal link. A causes B, right? So if you want it to stop, you need to stop doing A.
All right. Just call me out and keep it in mind.
I know, I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter what your reason for doing A is.
Okay.
Well, so that's the thing. If I call, for me to call you out, I would have to watch your stream enough versus just...
No, I mean in person.
Well, no, some of this doesn't happen.
You're talking about my reaction in person.
Yeah, but some of this doesn't happen in person. Some of this happens before I get there. Let's say we're doing the IRL cooking thing, right? You're acting super unenthused and like, oh, okay. Like that is setting up the reaction.
Now I'm telling you why I'm unenthused. Maybe just try to help out more next time, so. Instead of like getting distracted with yapping. That's all I'm saying. That's why I think we should just ignore chats and focus on interacting with each other during IRL segments. Otherwise, there's not much point to it.
We can, but like, that's historically, which hopefully will change, the activities we're doing aren't particularly engaging.
They can be. It's not engaging when one person is cooking and the other is off yapping at his phone. Alright.
Yeah, I imagine that you look at it like I look at when my in-laws are fighting on Thanksgiving, right? Like, for some reason, when I'm at my in-laws for Thanksgiving and the political debate starts, it's not that I have no opinion. It's just that I don't care to hash it out right there. And I always look at people who do choose to hash it out there as if they were nuts. I'm thinking, like, why are you making this so hard? We're eating a fucking turkey and then having pie. It's fine. Right? But then when it comes to this, it's like I'm flipping the table and throwing the turkey across the fucking driveway. I don't know why. It's two different things to me.
Like the comment they keep showing me, which I don't know what the context for, is you basically saying that you like triggering me more.
That's just Ray. He's always trying to make us fight. Don't listen to Ray.
Are you saying you haven't ever done that?
No, I always say I'm not trying to trigger you. Why are you falling for his rage bait?
I'm not.
You are. I've never said that.
So are you saying like recently? Because what I'm saying is you have. You literally have. And it's not Ray.
I don't like it.
We have a mutual friend who told me that you said that. So are you saying you have?
What mutual friend?
We have to meet.
Ray?
No.
When did I say I like triggering you?
I can give you the instance, but you're gonna have to mute it.
Was I sarcastic? I'm pretty sure.
Don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna take by the fact that you don't.
If you think that's genuine, then just divorce me right now. Jeez. I do not like triggering you. I'm so tired of it.
Oh, I don't think you do, but you said it at one point. Why are you
said a lot of shit at one point. Want me to bring all that up?
No shit, but that's why I'm addressing it. Like,
I'm letting you. It's not true. I'm just telling you.
I'm giving you a chance to address it.
I was either being sarcastic.
This is silly as fuck, dude.
Whatever.
The point is people reference it.
I don't care. People reference a lot of shit that isn't true.
Which part of you said it isn't true?
I don't think that's true because it's not how I feel ever.
Bro, maybe you were so angry that you didn't register, but if you want to mute it, I can tell you exactly who we both know very well told us.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Such a stupid thing.
You said that? Oh boy, we're gonna call names now, huh? We're gonna do the name calling thing, is that right? Is that what we're doing? Name calling?
It's not the name, it's a joke. I always tell people in chat.
Oh, I can, yeah, and I tell people things in my chat too. But like, you want me now to just fucking? Open the door, please? You want me now to just fucking call you? I call my chat too.
Dude, you're starting fights with other because Ray wants us to fight for content. He always tries to every day.
That's great.
Every day he says fight.
That's great. But what he is referencing actually happened, and if you addressed it, it wouldn't happen anymore.
Whatever I said, it was probably sarcastic, and I'm sorry that I said it.
If you want the exact context,
I don't care, Nick, because it's not true.
Well, what I'm saying is that when you say things that aren't true, and you don't actually go back and
okay, whatever it was, I don't mean it.
That doesn't.
There you go.
That's not particularly convincing. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go IRL stream.
Oh, you're gonna run away from the problem per usual.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
What a responsible fucking person. Instead of addressing it.
I've already addressed it, so whatever it was.
You have to understand though that like when you want me to address things like that, because like literally I still remember someone.
I don't really want you to address anything. I try to forget forget about the past and
I
move on.
remember someone up my ass about something on a podcast. You know? Bro, they're asking you questions.
Yeah, you can.
Seriously?
You can let her out. I can't hear it.
Hey, what's up? Is that everything?
Hey, how's it
Wait,
going,
what's
El
this?
Henny?
Does she know about this? Oh, well, it's open, kind of.
I did ask them to clean out the cleaners to get the fridge in the Jeep because it's musty.
The fridge in the Jeep? Well, wait. I mean, you don't give a fuck, but like,
Wait, was that
the
Badger?
cleaner is supposed to clean out the Jeep.
Holy shit!
Are they actually gonna do it today?
I asked them to,
Yeah, I won't.
and she said yes. So
Also, are you aware of this package?
I don't know what it is.
Well, it's in your car.
What?
It's in your car.
What?
Oh, that's a horse thing. I have to tell you.
Oh.
Fine. Good.
Sure.
I guess.
Wait, okay, the whole point was to address, you have to understand, okay, when you basically don't,
We're supposed to talk about stuff you want to address off stream. You made that policy originally.
oh, so you want to be off stream? I asked you earlier if you want to mute it. I gave you 3 times the offer.
I don't remember you asking me at all if I want to mute anything. You just said if you want to know who the mutual person is, not to start the discussion. You did not ask to mute before you started the discussion. You just did it.
Well, the point is,
You're not supposed to do that, remember?
no. You're making a terrible fucking mistake.
No,
the point,
I'm not.
no.
You have to bring up
I'm going to quote the
stuff
policy.
that you don't know what
I'm going to quote the policy. If you want to start a fight inside, then you're causing the scene again. Let's go somewhere else. The policy exactly as stated was, if either of us are uncomfortable in the state we are. Dude, stop
You
fucking
told me
doing this.
I had the right to leave, and you wouldn't stop me.
Yeah, but you also told, no.
I don't wanna, you told me we were going to meet.
I want to
before
correct
you
this.
started
No. I
and
want to
you
correct
didn't
this.
do that, so
No. That's not what it was said. Stop fucking lying.
I would like to leave, please.
The exact stop.
I would like to leave.
I would like to address something.
You already did. I would like to leave.
No, I haven't. And you already left earlier. If you want to play that game, I would like to address something, which is that the policy has never been, we never talk about things that are controversial or problematic.
No, it was always if we have a problem.
Exactly. You would say it. You didn't tell me.
No,
Did you cite it once?
You made this rule, and now you're breaking it.
No, because I
Whenever you
offered
want to put me
3
on the-
times.
You don't like to be put on the
3
spot.
times. No, 3 times in this conversation, I've offered, do you want to mute it?
No, you only offered that when you mentioned that there was a mutual friend, blah, blah, blah. When you didn't, I'll tell you. You did not ask to mute it before.
Nor did you.
started bringing up shit.
Nor did you.
Because I didn't know you were going to bring up shit, and you do anyway.
Okay, our policy is that if one person wants it muted, we mute it.
You
right?
did not want it muted. You said,
No.
I'm going to talk about
No.
this person,
And
I don't know you're going to bring up stuff
that's
until
fine.
you do, and you're not supposed
Hey,
to.
that's fine. But like then what you're trying to do, which is okay, is you want a different policy, which is fine. Which is that we address everything off stream.
Yes.
But that is not previously the
No, we
understanding.
have talked about that before.
Oh, wait,
We-
no, stop. You're purposely choosing your words very carefully here. We have talked about it, but we've never agreed to that. What we actually agreed to,
We said okay.
No, what we agreed to verbatim, and we've repeated multiple times, is if one person wants it muted, then it's muted. It's a one-way, thing, right? Like if I want it, it's muted. If you want it, it's muted, right? Obviously, if both of us want it, it's muted. The point is that the agency of control for muting it goes to either person in all situations.
You won't let me close the door. Can you please stop?
The locus
That's
of
great.
agency.
Anyways, get a better fucking car, man. Like seriously, like can we just admit that like at no time?
Can you stop asking to admit stuff and leave me alone for a while?
I
want
never.
to leave.
You can't just run off, say something untrue unless you want me to start saying
You
untrue
said
things.
stuff that's like.
Oh, did I? Okay, what did I say that was untrue? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
I'm telling you, it's not how I feel.
No, I didn't say it's how you feel. I never said it's how you feel. Let's go watch the clips. I've never said it's how you feel. I said I know this is not how you feel, but this is what they're taking it as. Is what I said. But also, the policy which you kept saying I broke, which I did not.
When is the clip from? What day?
It's exactly from the day that we were in the living room and you were sitting on your phone.
That's not descriptive.
Are you serious?
I do that a lot of the time when we're in the living room.
No. We were both streaming. You refused to stop streaming. And then, even though I wasn't near you, you sat on your phone and narrated that you were trying to do that to stop me. And I'm pretty sure you're looping. Hence why I do.
So you're going to go back and bring up something from when I wanted to divorce you?
I don't think you realize what's going on. Yeah, when you secretly fucking filed a divorce and paid a
Why
lawyer.
don't we move past it?
Oh, no, we have. But I'm trying to say is
Why
that.
are you bringing up past shit again?
It's very simple.
We've talked about not doing that.
It's very simple. Because you have not.
Is this God pushing me to divorce again? I don't know why you're putting this up on a random day when you're supposed to be
It's very simple. It's because when you need to address tough situations, you get really defensive, and it makes people feel like that you're not actually, feeling the thing that you're saying words or committing words to.
And so, you know, if you merely just, instead of making a big fight, addressed it one time, it's done forever. And the clip can be rehashed to address it forever. But you never contritely take the time to invest it into correcting things that need correcting. And instead, you sit there and you get a bad attitude, you run away, you fucking do a trillion other things instead of just fixing the problem one time, right? You just fucking slap a Band-Aid, some duct tape on it, and like, that's fine. It'll stay together now. And it never stays together, and you never fucking learn. It's literally just, yes, you said that. Yes, some of the fucking, you know, sycophants in your chat are still holding on to that very notion, even though it should be understood by an observer,
sycophants,
that it's not true. But however, then you go and you do the thing where, you know, you act like you don't want to be here, you don't want to be around me, and then right when stream is off, you're fucking the most.
I just don't understand how anyone could not want to be around me.
And what I'm telling you today,
like what?
You feed into this being the only.
No, you come and you annoy me for content. You say things that are like edgy to annoy me on purpose because you think it's funny.
I don't say things that are edgy to annoy you on purpose that I don't say in real life.
No, you don't. You don't do that.
Which one?
Shit.
Which one?
Oh my God, there's too many.
Name one. Okay.
I don't want to think about
There's so many! Name one!
Say that if you want, like,
too many!
For girls porn and stuff. Trying to, like,
I didn't. Whoa. What did she say? Bring that up.
No, I'm saying you will make jokes around it when I bring it up. And
you brought it up then! You brought it up. I make a joke. I'm the bad guy. Really? See, that's exactly my point. Thank you for proving it.
You'll be like, so, I'm not allowed to.
So you bring it up.
Right? It's like you wouldn't bring that up unless you just want to be annoying.
So, hold up. You get to say that I have certain things that are my boundaries, but I can't cite even the boundaries that you tell me.
No, you bring up stuff that's annoying. Like, you wouldn't, when we're not streaming, you wouldn't like, so I'm not allowed to watch porn, right? Like, to your buddies or whatever, like if you had friends over, you wouldn't say that shit. You're doing it to be fucking annoying.
Why are you so pressed about a thing that
No, I'm bringing up an example. The most recent one yesterday.
Okay, so I don't bring that up to be annoying. I bring that up because it is a subject of contention.
No, you wouldn't bring it up off stream if your friends are over. You bring it up for your stream buddies because you view it as content.
It would depend on the context. With my investment friends, probably not. With my, you know, high school friends, maybe so. Like, it really depends.
You wouldn't. You would find that embarrassing. Like, if we had them over for dinner, you hadn't seen your high school friends in a long time, you wouldn't bring that up in front of your wife. You're like, I'm not allowed to watch porn, right?
I don't think you know I don't think you know the type of people I hung out with in high school.
You are like 36-year-old man.
And if I haven't seen them,
oh my God.
Like,
you're not like a teenager and I'm your mom and I ban Pornhub on the fucking parental controls or something. It's weird.
Well, then why don't you address that? Either say, hey, can you meet it real fast? Or address it off stream at another time versus what you do now, which is you feed into it. And then I'm the villain for making a joke.
I'm not saying you're a villain. I'm saying you do stuff to annoy me. You say stuff to be annoying because you find it funny for content.
Okay, listen. On the spectrum of doing things that the other person finds annoying.
Are you justifying it now?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm saying that, like, I don't even have a category for what you do after the fucking break-in thing.
Just leave him. I can't. He's standing against my car door. I'm not going to drive away while he's standing there. So through my car.
Like, if you want to say something is annoying, just either mute it or text me or something, right? Like, it doesn't have to be, okay, well, he said this thing I find annoying. He must want to annoy me. Therefore, I guess we're going to start escalating this thing. That's a retarded way to approach it. And our policy, let's not get it fucking twisted. And you know this is true. I don't know why you suddenly want to pretend like we said and agreed to something we didn't agree to. But the policy has always been, if either of us wants it muted, it's muted. That's the policy. And if you want to change that, I'm perfectly down. But, like, let's be real honest here. That is what's happening. It's changing, which is fine. But it's not that I am breaking it. Huh?
Find my keys.
No, my bag is still in your car, actually. I actually
need
to get it out.
Key fob not detected, so find the keys.
Oh, I guess it is on my person. Well, to be fair, you literally forgot it.
Can I no, I gave it to you when you went away.
No, you literally forgot it when you ran into the restaurant. So,
it doesn't matter.
No, okay, bro, I'm explaining to you why I have them.
You took them because you went to go drive while I was at a lesson. And you came to the barn and asked me for my keys. They were still in my backpack. I did not forget them when I went to the restaurant.
Did you probably go back to the stream? It was probably caught on audio. As we're getting out of the car, and you haven't gotten out yet, I go, here's the keys.
Oh, I don't hear that then.
Again.
Whatever, dude. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Look, are you just going to sit there and pretend like that was the policy?
It's the policy now, whatever you said. I would thought that was the policy, but if you disagree, fine. It's the policy now.
When did we say that?
A long time ago. Can I stop? I don't have dates. My mind is not a computer. I can just pull up the file.
And you're saying that we agreed
it doesn't matter, Nick. Maybe I'm wrong. Who cares? We are agreeing now.
And so why are you running off when there's stuff to do here?
Because I want to go somewhere else so you won't badger me anymore for today. Or at least
dude, let's stop running from bullshit.
Well, can you upstairs and leave me alone?
Like, you should probably think through why it is that shit is so combative when there's other people watching. Because you know right now,
You start shit. This would not have happened otherwise.
No, that's not true. I was talking to my people about a finance story.
Yeah, but that's the issue. You talk to your people and you're talking to yourself mostly, and the fucking like 5 active people in the chat who keep trying to induce drama for content and try to pick apart your insecurities and shit, or what they think are insecurities. And you buy into the rage bait and you work yourself up.
No. I'll give you a little bit of insight. What happens is they're reading between the lines of you.
Stop! I don't care. I want to leave. Goodbye. Please, let me leave.
Dude, you gotta stop running from shit.
Stop.
You gotta stop running from shit.
You told me last time you would let me leave when I want to.
We also said last time that because...
No, you... Stop.
Oh, you're gonna cut me off from...
Stop combating me. Let me go.
We've agreed... No, there's a very set thing, and I'd like to start doing that, which is that the whole point of fucking building up the wall is to not have vulnerabilities. If you're always leaving when we're fighting... Shut up! If you're always leaving when we're fighting, you're literally making it predictable, and so we agreed last time that you would not leave, and then we would... Let me finish!
The alternative is you go upstairs and leave me alone.
Stop interrupting me. The actual alternative was we decide a time on when to talk about it, and then I leave you alone, correct? That's the thing. Word for word. Because it is stupid that every time we get into a fight, you're going to jet off. That's the stupidest fucking behavior. We might as well tear down the fucking wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Same joke!
You know it's true. Especially at night. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Holy shit, I am literally a carbon copy of who I was then. I almost said the same joke in the same moment. I was about to say, Mr. Oh shit! Past me already got it.
It is noon.
It doesn't matter. You're making a predictable instance of the door opening.
I am consistent.
You're creating...
We do that every time we say we're going to go somewhere.
But at least in those cases...
There's people here. You're fine.
At least in those cases, let me finish. Literally, you've been followed back before, dude.
We literally do it. It's the same concept.
I've never been followed back. You've been followed back.
Stream anywhere we're streaming in the car.
The difference when I'm with you, though, okay?
You're not with me. I'm leaving.
No, I'm saying, you just said when we go anywhere. I'm saying what the difference when we're together is that I'm fucking armed.
I can go places by myself. I do it on stream anyway. I do that anytime I go anywhere somewhere by myself. I'm an adult. I'm fine. It's during the day. I'm not going anywhere sketchy. I will be fine.
You're probably right on that, but like we've said before, right? That like the whole idea is we'll separate, but we'll determine a time when to talk about it. Is that not right?
But the way to go, implying that I'm not armed. Thanks. Appreciate it. Good job.
Are you fucking retarded?
Because people probably think that I would be.
Are you fucking retarded? No one thinks that. No one thinks that. Otherwise, you would have pulled a gun on those guys, you dumbass.
I pulled a gun on 3 guys.
You didn't know it was 3?
I did. They all entered the room at the same time. The fuck?
You didn't have a gun in your hand. Look, so if it... okay, fine. What if it was 1 guy? Oh, no. I thought it was going to be 3 guys, so I didn't have a gun. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
People carry guns in their car a lot of the time. Thanks.
Bro, given your episodes, which you've also not corrected, about your extreme paranoia around me having guns, they're more liable to think neither of us have guns. So, yeah, no, thanks to you. Your rant about not being safe because I have guns, literally, even though my guns...
Any reason to complain and leave me alone.
No, you're finding reasons to complain.
Okay, I'm going to divorce then. If you're going to be this way. Go away. I will see you later.
I'm going to be honest with you, guy in the chat. Like, I get what you're saying about, like, oh, thinking people are out to get you is, like, a terrible way to live. But at the same time, you have that luxury, right? But, like, she, because of the online career, is high visibility, right? And, you know, us having money and choosing to live the way we live is also, you know, kind of a its own threat assessment, right? I will tell you that, like, it was very telling, and I think made me feel like, cool, it's not just me. When, like, me and Paul and Tazo and all those people were filming the mango sex scene in the bathroom at Zilker Park at 2 a.m. And, like, when I see that Crown Vic rolling up slow with, you know, 2 other cars, you know, further back coming in, you know, pretty, you know, with pretty high intent, it seemed, I instantly was like, something is off here. Paul instantly was like, something is off here. In fact, I look over because I'm trying to figure, like, is anyone else seeing this? Paul's already backing away. I start backing away. Fucking Tazo is just like, oh, look, there's guys coming. And you know what? Like, it may not be that Tazo and like, you know, Shuvi and the others have terrible situational awareness. It may just be that, like, Paul and me understand the dynamic. Him, because he's been well known for a long time, and, you know, now people know he has money. me because I've been robbed and because people know I have money, right? Like, it's different. And count your blessings that you don't have to live that way. But like, that's not to say that people who do stay on guard, that they are somehow paranoid, because the situations we face are entirely different. And yeah, like, that makes it so that we are going to react in different situations, not the same.
No, fuck that. Then you can deal with this shit. You're gonna fucking leverage divorce what you told me not to do?
Please let me close my door.
No, fuck yourself. Fuck yourself.
It was a sex scene, okay? And I was not in the room when they were filming it. Hence why I saw the cars approaching. All right? I was outside standing guard so that no one walked in to that. Okay?
Did you literally just leverage divorce?
I'm not leveraging anything.
You just said, if I don't, wait, what does leveraging mean?
No, if you're acting
You
this way,
said
don't
if,
leverage it.
you said if, then, you get a divorce. That's leveraging. That's literally what you would call my being leveraging. Is it not?
No, it's not.
How is it not?
It falls in your court. How you choose to behave.
Literally, that's like every time.
I'm not trying to-
That's like anytime you claim I do something. That's like anytime you claim I do something, and then I give you an ultimatum. That's the same thing. Are you literally just gonna pretend it's not the same thing?
God damn it, why does Ray always do this to us?
Is that right? What are you doing?
I'm trying to go forward because I don't want the door to hit the pillar. Because you are refusing to exit like a fucking child.
Well, I'm just gonna sit in the car then. Listen, you were leveraging. Just admit it and stop doing it. The whole point was we're not supposed to say that. Am I wrong?
I disagree now because of the way you're behaving. I don't want to hear this. This is very ick. Very.
Right. Because you had a bad attitude when I literally woke you up.
I literally sent you an apology message.
When?
Well, I was at the barn still.
I didn't even see it.
Well, that's not my fault.
My
That's
phone.
not my
No, my phone.
All right.
And so then you crank your music up all the way.
Yeah, because you won't shut the fuck up. You keep yapping.
Why don't you fucking talk to me?
I tried to. You
No.
know me. You're gonna talk. I can wait.
I don't know if you knew this because I literally told you, but then I tell you that I went home and I fed the bird and I came right back.
Yeah.
When the fuck do I have the time to fucking?
When you always are on your phone just doom scrolling while you're driving, you can at least read your wife's text message.
Except you put my phone over there and it was plugged in and charging, and so I wasn't.
I sent it to you when you were still coming to the barn.
I didn't see it.
God, I don't care. Leave me alone. You ruined everything. Goodbye.
Can you stop with the whole bullshit about you ruined everything? No, fuck you. You're getting in the car, dude. First of all, my stuff is still fucking here.
Well, take it and go.
Dude, you want to just calm the fuck down and actually follow a single fucking thing that we talked about? Because a nice start would be recanting the bullshit you just said that you said out of emotionality that you always tell me not to fucking say.
Did I just switch hats?
Do you know that? You doing this shit again? You're gonna fucking send 100K without even knowing it?
Nope, I'm just gonna maneuver until you calm the fuck down.
What? No, you're the one who levied it to divorce. Did you not?
Why?
Is that
You told me
is
before.
that an
I
escalation?
made it very clear to you that if I want to leave, you have to let me leave. And that's you agreeing, Dick.
I literally told you.
I cannot escape your bullshit.
I literally told you we can separate, but like separate as in.
I'm asking you to go upstairs.
No.
And you refuse to do that too.
But the other half of that is we talk about when we're going to talk about it.
Just leave me alone.
Are you serious here? You literally told me. You literally told me that the whole thing was.
There's a guy literally welding on the wall.
No, I literally did. I said we can separate physically.
That dude's welding. This is when we were building the Death Star. You know, the metal compound walls. He's welding the barbed wire on. Yeah, this is like the construction of the Death Star.
This is nuts. I literally only did what we said, which is I asked you.
We don't do anything that we said.
I asked you.
Fuck off.
I literally asked you. When are we going to talk about it again? We don't have to right now.
I can lock my door in my room, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but you didn't also. You didn't set the time.
Leave me alone.
You didn't set the time when we talk about it. Are you saying that's not been part of the policy?
Anymore.
Are you saying that's not been part of the policy?
Fucking do more policies are pointless.
Oh, so
You
you're...
make them and then you just ignore them! Stop!
So when are we going to talk about it?
I don't know, Nick! I need time alone!
Did you realize that was the policy, right?
Maybe later tonight.
What a wild person where nothing stated matters when she's angry.
Monologue time.
It makes sense to debunk it at least one time, right?
I still can't believe I just casually switched hats. It's like a scene change. I was like, all right, enough Asian. Let's go gay Western. Hello.
Hey, I'm going to bed. I gotta wake up for my horse lesson.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What time?
The usual, like 30-ish.
Alright. I'm probably gonna go play with Legos in a second, but I'll probably go to sleep around 3.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, we're gonna watch a little more and then we're gonna go play with Legos.
Beyond that, I would just ignore it as well. Beyond that, it could be linked in terms of, like, you know, addressing any of the fallout. But you see, like, the problem is that instead of ever addressing the underlying issue, she would rather just keep hiding and, you know, doing the whole let's draw it out and hope that it just goes away on its own thing. It's pretty unfortunate, especially since if you think about it, right? Okay, so maybe she did apologize. I didn't see it, right? But, like, after I picked her up, I wasn't being antagonistic. I was talking to my chat about a finance story. Like, turning the music on really loud and turning it on the longest song you know, that's antagonistic, right? Like, that's straight up antagonistic. It's like you are trying to incense the situation, and that doesn't sound very, you know, in line with an apology.
Aw! That's Steven Jr.
How that would go. All right, we're going to take a brief intermission while continuing to talk.
That's Steven Jr.
I'm not going to spill this fucking thing. We're going to do a brief intermission to feed to him now that So while I was talking to you guys, I prepared bird food. And my shit is so hard to operate when there's a battery pack because it's heavy. Wow, dude. Everything is just fucking shit. Oh my god, dude. Sure. Do weird shit. But no, like, I'm really, like, confused because, like, the setup of life is basically as best as she could determine it. And, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, despite what her fucking Sims might say, it don't get better with me not in the picture. And maybe that's just my cope, right? Maybe I'm just coping, right? But, like, I spend at least a lot of time doing stuff for her. And, like, you know, if she wants to try and hire for all those roles, she can. A BRB.
Little dinosaur, dude. Little dinosaur. Little bird tint. Yeah, we're gonna go see the big bird now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's a way better way to do this. He's so cute right now. He's so happy to be getting his food on time.
He's like whistling.
He's so fucking vocal.
Yeah, we did bring him to the scavenger hunt. Like whistling. What's up with that turkey?
She has good intentions, but the execution is challenging. Fuck. Is there a way to get you out better view? Ready? A little more. Are you full? If you're full, we gotta clean you up a little bit. I guess that answers that question. Is not full.
I mean, yeah, I had some Cartier bracelets on. Some shit like that. It's like a halftime break.
Now that I'm reading the apology, it's like but it's like, even that leaves a lot to be desired, even though if I'd seen it, it probably would have been helpful, but at the same time, I feel like I wasn't particularly antagonistic after picking her up. I feel like I was being pretty nice and saying, I did feed him, so you can go get tacos. I'm not hungry, but I'll sit there and wait. Right? And then I actually got engrossed in talking to you guys about a finance thing, and then she turned the music up to prevent me from talking about a finance thing. I don't know, man. That seems pretty fucking antagonistic to me, and I don't think that an apology would have necessarily addressed the later transgression. I know. Like, it's pretty fucking annoying, right? She, of course, yeah. Of course she does, because, like, the whole point is to avoid accountability and talking about things that might resolve the issue, and instead, let's exacerbate it by throwing fucking band-aids on it.
Really?
But I know that she was at least watching our stream during the part where I was talking about the hypocrite stuff.
That's crazy.
Right? Because she cited it in the apology.
Wait, am
So
I not
there's
following
that.
Shuby? I don't see Shuby on.
Let's see what craziness we're getting into now.
Oh my.
Oh, she ended up sneaking out and going?
Does it put you on the bottom of the list too?
He wasn't always annoying.
Anyways,
Oh
let's
my
wait the
God.
I think he became more annoying after he stopped working. And
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that.
more annoying as he became like obsessed with that.
It doesn't do that.
Personality. So that's, I didn't realize he did because I guess he left his obsessiveness mostly at the gym and at work.
What a
But I mean,
liar.
before we started doing the
What a fucking liar. Here we go again. This is like that one time when she says that I lived at home and worked at the same place as my dad because nepotism, instead of the fact that my mom had cancer and I was trying to be close to home. Right? Now she's saying, oh, I didn't know he had an obsessive personality. It's like, motherfucker, before we got married, I said, let's talk about some things. I need yourself and keep shooting down every option everyone pitches.
Little
It won't go
Steven
with
is so
himself,
cute.
Right? It's just like the lack of self-awareness here is nuts. Are you good now? All right, bub, we'll check on you too. Alright, I guess we'll do an earlier death stream than per usual.
Oh!
But I don't know if it's true, right? So what happened is because we use the law firm she was using is owned, which is already a terrible fucking...
I kind of like where the camera is here.
You know, incentive structure, right? Like, it's probably just conflict of interest. No, it's straight up conflict of interest. But, like, you know, ignoring that moral quandary, the agency that we use / management company is owned, the equity in that company is owned by the same person who owns the law firm that she used. You see? And so what happened was allegedly, and
yes,
the story has
I
changed
remember
already
this.
on the legal side. Allegedly, you know, they are saying that, you know, at first they were saying, well, Jacob agreed on your behalf to take the earnings out of cash flow yet to be paid on the agency side. That is what they originally said. And when she replied, well, can I see what the agreement was or what he said? They go, oh, you're not aware of it? Maybe there isn't one. But the point is we took your original thing about saying that, you know, you wanted to engage a lawyer and, you know, we don't need a official engagement, you know, agreement on paper for us to start representing you, which we have. Which that part is actually true. But the sussy part to me is like, wait, you said you had a thing. Now you're saying you don't have a thing because we don't remember a thing? You see what I'm saying? I feel like he did have a thing, right? And then he realized it's invalid because Jacob was acting as an independent person claiming to be acting on our behalf when he wasn't, right? Because that would be real bad for him. And so it'd be better if he didn't have a thing at all. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think the angle was. But it could also just be true that she just, you know, agreed to that herself. And Jacob wasn't involved at all. Even though what she told me was that she was unaware of where the money came from or how much it was. Which I tend to believe her. Okay? But, you know, it depends, right? It depends on how she acts kind of currently and ongoing, right? Because and actually help de-escalate. Better, I'm sure, right?
Woof, woof.
All right, let's do it.
My goodness.
Let's do it. Bring it.
It's weird, right?
Oh my gosh. I'm so...
Let me hazard a guess. Yeah. Of me having guns around the house after I'd used them in a way that benefited her, that drives me to believe that there's some deep-seated paranoia driven by either the substance or PTSD or both. That is the way I am attempting to logically piece together what happened. And I just find it super disappointing that a bunch of people, you know, the lawyer, Jacob, thought that that was a right state of mind for her to be making life-changing decisions. Right? Like, especially Jacob, who literally was front and center and could see that something wasn't right. Okay? I mean, Jacob literally saw the clip because he downloaded it for me, right? Of her confronting me when I walked in the door and asking me, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Say that you love me, right? She goes, say that you love me. I go, okay, I love you. She goes, you're lying. I go, why? She goes, because you're wearing glasses. I was wearing my glasses at the time. I go, okay. I take off my glasses and I go, I love you. She goes, why'd you say it so slow? Why'd you say it so weird? Right? Look me in the eye and say it. Okay? I love you. You blinked. I'm sorry. I do that. You know, I tend to do that. Let me try it again. I love you. That took a lot of tries, didn't it? You know, I felt like I was, you know, going into a fucking criminal organizational initiation ritual. Right? That's what I mean by the paranoia. That's weird. Okay? That's weird. And then she goes and admits it herself after the fact that she actually thought the rapture was happening in that moment. So I don't really think she means to do it, but it's also hard for me to navigate that situation when it's semi-public at least. And like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Except keep suggesting people for her to see for the PTSD. That's all I can do, right? Someone tell me a better thing. You know?
Huh.
It's on a flash drive somewhere that I've seen very recently, but I think I know where it is, yeah. It is an understatement to say that today if not most days,
Oh, it's just me.
there was zero appreciation shown for the amount of effort it took to get her there. And in fact, I would argue that, you know, less than appreciation. Hello. Yes. Hey, how's it going? Sure, sure. How long does it take to air out before it stops stinking? So, is there any way you could reschedule it to come back tomorrow, or maybe Monday, or? It should be fine Monday morning. Alternatively, if it's just like a 30-minute thing or an hour thing.
You know, in Better Call Saul, when he has to, you know, call the carpet cleaner. Yeah, sometimes you got to ask him, like, you know, how long until the body starts smelling.
I mean, I guess you could ask them if they would mind, you know, grabbing lunch or something, I guess. Sure, let's do that. All right, thank you, sir. Anyways, so this lady, going back to it, she isn't really demonstrated that she can take care of this animal, right? And I don't weigh in, and now she wants to get the puppy back, and these are the two cuter puppies. She wants to keep the one that I think is the cutest, which is Rocky. I don't know if I remember that, Sky, light blue or whatever, right? And you know, she wants to give back the Merle, which is also one of the cuter puppies, and one of the ones that any number of people would have loved to adopt, especially as a puppy. But now we're gonna get back an unruly, you know, essentially unruly postpartum dog. Right? Which is fine.
Oh, God. Y'all know this story or no?
Which is fine. You know?
This is definitely one for the ages.
Which is perfectly okay. Right? But we have this dog back, and it's unfortunate because we already have a lot of dogs, right? And there's already a lot. I mean, y'all remember the dog chore saga? It would suck to have more dogs.
No.
Right?
It's worse. It's worse.
And so, fine. But you know, I was a good sport about it, in my opinion. And
I'll tell you the story.
You see, that's the thing, right? With the previous animal care person, right, Chris, you know, and this current person, Cheyenne. What Kate will do is she will sit there and say, "This is fine." She's like the dog in the meme, and it's all fucking burning up around her. She's like, "It's fine. It's fine. It's fine."
All right. Rank it, and then we're going to go hang out for a little bit, and I'll tell y'all some stories that give you context. So, fuck it. I'll tell you one, and then we'll do the ranking, and then, you know. A? You think A? That's pretty decent, I guess. What do you guys think? Come on. Spam some ratings, guys. Come on. Wait, why do I have 600 viewers? What? I'm getting botted, aren't I? I think it's A. I think it's A. It's like lower A, though. It's lower A, you know. I am getting botted or something. All right, I'll tell y'all a story, okay? At the end of this, you see, I've talked about Cheyenne, right? So we know why Chris isn't hired anymore. Chris isn't hired anymore because he became a yoga instructor, okay? But the person who I reference here, Cheyenne, the new dog person, that person didn't work out either. Do you want to know the three things that made Cheyenne not work out? One time I was in the kitchen and we have a computer there, as y'all have seen, and I'm sitting at the computer doing something, and Cheyenne walks up to me, and then she's just like, and I was like, hello. And she's like, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so fucking high right now. And I was like, what? And she just stood there staring at me. That's one time, okay? They get worse. It somehow gets worse. The second time she called in and said, I can't come into work today. I was like, okay, is everything okay? She goes, it could be better. I go, what's wrong? And she goes, I lost my daughter. And I was like, what? She's like, I can't find her. I was like, all right, well, I guess that's a pretty fucking good reason. And the third time, she also called in and said, I can't come into work today. And I said, oh yeah? Why is that? She goes, I have something stuck in my asshole. I was like, what? She was like, it's like a toy, and it's very long to explain. I'm not even lying. I am not lying. I am not lying. You can ask Kate. You can ask the security guard that overheard that conversation. 100%, dude. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. So it's weird that she's a super stoner, but I trust her. Because everyone else would have lied about that one. Like, literally, everyone else would have lied. That's how you know you have a real one. Okay, no, there's a yet better story, believe it or not. And that you guys will get to share while we're walking. There is a better story. Teased in that last video is a better story than the dog walker who had a dildo stuck in her ass and couldn't come to work.